up, Wargamers? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Stoss, and today I have Matty B with me.
Hello again.
And we are back to have another game of Warhammer Fantasy 6th edition. That's right, we are back for another game of classic fantasy, and today it is going to be 2,000 points of the Dwarves versus...
Orc boys.
Yes, the Orcs and Goblins. We're back for another classic grudge match between Christos and Matty B, and it is the Dwarves and Orcs and Goblins. It's the ancestral grudge coming back out. Love that. I have added a new model to my army, which is pretty great. A new little artillery piece has come in. So Farmerwall, I think it is. You're going to be happy, mate. It's for you. It's all for you. And Matty B is going the Great Shaman Snaggletooth. He's taken the magic heavy, indeed, the magic heavy build. So yes, it's going to be artillery versus magic.
Looks like it.
Yeah, black powder versus zappy bzzz. Very cool, very cool. But we will get to all of that in just a minute. Now, if you are interested in coming in and having a game with me on the channel and you live near Brisbane, Australia, or are willing to travel, hit me up on the Rogue Element Gaming Facebook page. Links in the description, and we'll get something sorted out. If you enjoy this video, guys, don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all the usual YouTube things. We're just going to keep growing this little channel all the way up to glory. Speaking of channel growth, we have hit 3,000 subscribers. High five. Oh, amazing.
That was
Sorry,
the first go as well.
That probably, yeah, I know. We smashed that. It was beautiful. But yes, how awesome is that? 3,000 subscribers. That's awesome, guys. Thank you so much to everybody that's watching the videos and subscribing. That's super cool. Yeah. We're still just like growing this little community of ours around this channel and around Warhammer Fantasy 6th edition. If you want to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member. It is our channel members that are absolutely just allowing me to keep investing funds and time and energy into this channel. So huge thank you to our channel members. And in fact, we do have a couple of new ones to shout out today. Yeah, hell yeah, love you guys. So today, coming in at Core Choice membership, we have Painting for a Mate.
Love that.
Great name. And Sean Townsend. So Sean, Painting for a Mate, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for deciding to support the channel. It's because of you guys that we are going to continue to grow here all the way into the future and beyond. But without any further ado, we'll have a look at the armies, we'll have a look at the table, and then we will get this underway. And here we have my 2,000 points of Karak Hirn Dwarves for this game today. So, starting out with the general, we are being led by Dwarf Lord Borek Thorekson today. He is going to be armed with a great weapon, Gromril armor with a Rune of Stone, giving him a 3-up armor save, and a runic talisman with the Master Rune of Spite, giving him a 4-up ward. So just my cheap Dwarf Lord build, 3-up armor save, 4-up ward, and a great weapon, Borek. Alright, we move on to the Battle Standard Bearer, Thane Thorin. He is going to be armed in my usual build. He's going to have Gromril armor. He has 2 runes of iron on his Gromril, giving him a 5-up ward save. And he has a runic hand weapon with a single rune of cleaving, giving him +1 strength. And finishing off the characters, we have Thane Barden Flinteye. Again, just a cheap little Thane. He's got a great weapon, light armor, but with the Master Rune of Gromril, giving him a 1-up armor save. There they are, that is the characters. Moving on to the core. The miners are back in town, people. Hopefully, we'll see if they make it to the game. But we have 10 miners, full command. They come stocked with heavy armor and great weapons with those picks. Moving on, we have 10 quarrelers with light armor and shields. We have 20 dwarf clansmen, dwarf warriors. They're going to be armed with heavy armor, great weapons, and full command. We have another 19 dwarf warriors with heavy armor, hand weapon and shield, and full command. Moving into the special, we have my big brick of Iron Breakers. We got 22 of them, full command, and the Rune of Battle on the standard. As per usual, I love me Iron Breakers. They're filthy, they're beastly. I love them. And moving into the artillery slots, we've got a few of them this game. We have a Grudge Thrower with the Rune of Accuracy. We have the most disappointing of cannons. He's back. He's been in the workshop for a while. Hopefully they've dusted him out and we won't get quite so many of those horrific misfires. And he has the single Rune of Forging. Oh, he also has a Rune of Burning because I just had 5 points spare and I like a nice clean 2,000 point army. So there it is. And we have the new addition to the Dwarven army. Yes, it is a flame cannon. Amazing, look at it in all of its flaming glory. Hopefully it won't just blow itself right up, and in 6th edition, maybe in all editions, I don't know. But you can't put any runes on a flame cannon because it is considered new, horrific technology, and the engineers and the rune smiths won't touch it because it's beardling new technology. And then to finish it off, the second rare slot, we have a gyrocopter. It's the little steam-powered amazing copter of the dwarves. And that's it. That is my list. I don't feel very good about it, frankly. But I just wanted to try something a little different. I wanted to add my new model of the flame cannon. I wanted to go a little bit less, infantry heavy and just bring out a bunch of artillery and fun little things like the miners. But I have no magic defense, so it's gonna be artillery versus magic. But that is it. This is the 2,000 points of dwarves for today. And here we have the 2,000 points of magic heavy orcs that Matty B will be leading to battle today. All right, Matty B, take us through it, mate.
All right, so our HQ with our general starting up. We've got an Orc Great Shaman who's level 4 with Ditto's double doing doodahs.
Excellent.
Warboss Arm's best big bosses at.
Very nice.
And a Power Stone.
Very nice. So the doodahs allows him to cast each of his spells twice rather than the usual once in a magic phase. And Big Boss's ad is a 5-up ward save, and the Power Stone just gives him an extra 2 dice to throw at a spell once per game.
Our hero starting with our BSB, Orc Big Boss, with Sword of Might and Drog's Dead Hard Armor.
Very good. +1 strength and a 1-up armor save.
Then the first of our little Night Goblin Shamans, who's level 2, with Madcat Mushrooms.
Very nice.
And his little friend, who's also a Night Goblin Shaman level 2, but with Nibbler's Itty Ring.
Very nice, with the bound spell of Edbutt within it.
Then our core units, we have to start off with our 20 Orc Big Guns, Light Armor, Choppers and Shields, full command.
Very nice, the big boys.
Then you have 20 Orc Boys, Light Armor, additional hand weapons, full command.
Very nice, the regular boys.
Then 20 Night Goblins, Spears and Shields, 3 Fanatics, as you can see, they're not hidden, and full command.
Indeed, it'd be pretty hard to hide those gnarly little lunatics in this tiny little unit.
Basically a carbon copy of the last one, 20 Night Goblins, Spears and Shields, 3 Fanatics, full command.
Very nice.
And then our 5 Goblin Wolf Riders with Spears and Shields.
Excellent, the Wolf Boys, the Fast Boys.
Then we go to our back line, the special units. 19 Black Orcs with heavy armor, choppers and shields, full command, and Nog's Banner of Butchery.
Very nice, giving the whole unit +1 attack once per game.
We have our first of our Orc Ball Chariots with an extra crew. His friend next to him is also an Orc Ball Chariot with an extra crew.
Very nice, the Pig Wagons, double Pig Wagon with extra orcs, very cool.
Then we have our Goblin Rocklobber and our Goblin Doom Diver.
The Diver of Doom! Very nice. Cool. It's a scary list. You've got a lot of units compared to my my rather small army of dwarves. But that is it. That is the 2,000 points of orcs and goblins. Rolling up the spells for the shamans of the orcs and goblins. We're going to be rolling 4 on the big Waa for Great Shaman Snaggletooth, and then 2 each on the little Waa for the 2 little level 2 shamans. All right, Matty B, let's see the 4 for Great Shaman Snaggletooth.
All right.
Ooh, okay, so we've got Mork Save Us. We've got a double 3, so that'll be 1 reroll. Bash 'em, lads. And Foot of Gork. Oh, we haven't got a couple of the big ones yet.
6 or a 5.
Yeah, 1 a 5 or 6 here.
Yay,
Oh, he's got
the
Wag. Very nice. Wag, indeed. All right, sir. Very nice. Not too shabby. Missing out on Gork's Warpath, though. That sucks.
Yeah, that's a bit sad.
But you got the mini version at least. And because you've got double doing doodahs, you can still cast it twice.
Twice, anyway.
Gross. All right, so we'll start out with this man. Is this the one with the madcap mushrooms? Very good. All right, 2 dice for him.
Right. A 3 and a 2.
Okay, we're getting Fists of Gork and Ed Butt. Not bad. You want to keep those? You want to switch anything out for Gaze of Mork? So Fists of Gork is the one that is an 8-inch, and it targets a unit that's in combat. Is it a unit that's in combat? No, even if it's in combat. So the unit doesn't have to be in combat, but every model in the unit takes an attack as if it was being charged by an orc with a chopper. So a single attack with a weapon skill 3, strength 4 hit. So it's a lot of damage. It's a lot. You throw that on a unit of 20 dudes, and that's 20 attacks coming through. So it's a lot, but it's 8-inch range. 8-inch range. What do you reckon? You want to keep it?
I might keep that one. I might move this down.
Oh, you want Headbutt. Headbutt's the one.
I've already got the bound headbutt.
You want 2 of them, mate.
Okay,
you want 2 of them for sure.
But
that way you're double headbutting.
Oh, no,
Not from a bound item. Not from a bound item. So what are you doing here?
I'll keep them.
Keep them both?
Yep.
Lovely. All right. Now for the shaman that has the bound item.
Got a 4.
Oh my god, he's getting Headbutt as well. and Brain Burster. Okay, so do you want 3 Headbutts? It's a lot of Headbutt.
That is a lot of Headbutt. Though that is one of your heroes dead if I succeed 3 times in a row.
Yeah, potentially. What am I having? Heroes only have 2 wounds. All you have to do is succeed twice.
True, but there's a backup there.
Indeed. You're doing it? 3 Headbutts and Brain Burst? All right.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. That's a lot of button. That's a lot of Ed. Cool. So they will both be sharing Headbutt, and then we've got Brain Burster and Fist of Gork. So that is it. Well, it looks like a pretty spicy spread. We've just missed out on the Gork's Warpath, which is a bit of a bummer, but nonetheless, some good utility here.
I can see some very good uses.
Indeed, my friend. So that is it. That is the spells for the Orcs and Goblins. And here we are, all set up and deployed for this battle between the Dwarves and the Green Skins. Yes, here we are. So, the basic kind of narrative that we have going on here today is this battle is being taken place on the edge of one of the settlements in the Border Princes. So the Border Princes of late have been getting raided systematically by the Orcs and Goblins coming out of the Badlands. And they have been getting, farmsteads have been getting burnt, and supply trains have been getting raided and destroyed, to the point where the Border Princes are actually in the midst of a famine. They are losing food hand over fist, and they are starting to starve. And one of the Border Princes, one of the princes of the border, has managed to find an old scroll telling him of an ancient debt owed to them by the Dwarves of Karak Hirn. That in ages past, when Karak Hirn was under assault, the Border Princes led a contingent in to help break a siege of theirs. And so they have sent word to Karak Hirn asking for aid in this time of need, so that they could potentially have some dwarves turn up and hold a portion, because they are spread thin across their lines, trying to hold back from farms and whatnot so that they can start to feed their people. And Borek Thorekson has heard the call and has come to strike the debt from the Great Book of Debts. And so he's marched out with a throng, and he is holding this particular part, the edge of this farming settlement in the Border Prince lands. And, held within this tower and this little shed is a large stockpile of food that is going to be used to feed a large section of the Border Prince people. And so they are here to hold and guard it And sure enough, as they've marched out and come, a large section of greenskins, a horde of the greenskins has turned up, led by a great shaman with engines of war in tow, and they have come again to destroy and raid and pillage and to destroy, because these are pretty crafty orcs, being led by this great shaman. He is not just throwing his people in willy-nilly. He's been sending in guerrilla raids and specifically targeting places of food and food containers and storerooms and all this kind of stuff. And he is here to continue to gut the lands of the Border Princes, but the dwarves are here to stop them. So yes, that is the basic kind of narrative. Orcs are here to destroy the food stocks of the Border Princes, and the dwarves are here to strike a debt from their great book. Now, that does lead us into the scenario. So we decided, I had a look through some supplements and things because I just wanted to try something a little different. And I found in the Storm of Chaos book, I found Scenario 2, which I think is called Hold the Line? It is indeed. Hold the Line is what it is called. And so the way this scenario works is there's an attacker and defender. Now, me and Maddie B had a look at we could try and make the dwarves the attacker here. And then I started doing a little bit of measuring as to
I think it was right here.
Yeah, pretty much. So basically it just wasn't even feasible for the dwarves to do this one. Because the way this works is the attacker is trying to attack 2 objective points. You put an objective point for every 1,000 points of game that we're playing, 2,000 point game, 2 objective points. And they go in a 6-inch strip at the back of the table. And then the attacker starts in a 6-inch strip deployment zone at the other side of the table. So I did a little measuring, and in 6 turns at the front of it, the dwarves would not quite make.
Unless, to the bush.
Indeed, exactly. If Maddie B put these right on the 6-inch line for me, maybe in the final turn I could get a charge on them and destroy them. So it's just not feasible for the dwarves to be the attacker here. We had a look and we're like, that could be fun and interesting, but it's basically not possible. So we didn't do it. So it is the dwarves defending, and it is the orcs and goblins attacking, realistically, as it should be. But yeah, it's a 6-turn game. At the end of the 6th turn, that's it, the game ends. But the only way to gain points here, so the defenders gain points as per normal, kill points, banners, table quarters, all that kind of stuff. But the defender, or the attacker, only gains points by destroying these objectives. And each objective is worth 1,000 victory points at the end of the game, which is pretty gnarly. And the way to destroy them is you just have to charge them like charging any other unit. And if at the end of the combat phase, if there is a unopposed enemy unit in base contact with one of these things, they are destroyed. So unless that unit is also in contact with one of my troops, that's it. It's just taken off the board and it's destroyed. So Maddie B is trying to trudge across to get to these objectives and burn the food storerooms, and I am here to stop him. And that's really it. My deployment zone was actually from the middle of the table all the way back. So I've pushed out a little bit further into the center to try and just, hold him before he can get to here. But that's it. That's the scenario. Let's have a look at how we've set up the table. Now, I did a different terrain setup thing this time. So basically, I went with, I think it's setup 3 from the rulebook, where each player picks their table side. It's always the same side here because I always film in one direction. So we picked our sides and then we rolled off, and whoever wins the roll off rolls 2d6 on the random generation table. And this table was for the Empire, Bretonia, and Talia. And then we pick stuff from that table, obviously ignoring things that I don't have in my collection. And then that person takes whatever they've rolled and puts it on their side of the table. And so this is what we've ended up with. There was a potential that if I rolled poorly enough times, I wouldn't even get a hill, but I did. I did. Haha, flame me in the comments, people. Dwarven Hill, huzzah, here it is again. But basically, this is what we ended up with. Matty B won the roll-off, and the first thing he rolled was a hill or wood. And so naturally, Matty B decided to take a hill, and he took the big hill. We had a couple of hills that we had as options, and he took the big one, denying it from the dwarves. Makes sense. And then I rolled, and I'm pretty sure I got a wood.
Yep.
Popped it over here. Matty B rolled, and he got a swamp.
Swamp, I think.
Yep. I rolled, got another wood. Popped it over here. And we continued rolling back and forth indeed. Matty B got some fences, which we've, set up over here as like a little mini farmstead kind of thing.
I'd live there.
Looks lovely. Looks lovely.
That's correct.
And, eventually I rolled a hill and a couple of difficult terrain rock piles came out as well. So the fences themselves are difficult terrain to go through them, essentially. Obviously, the woods are woods, difficult terrain. Something worth mentioning at this point is on my channel, I do have one house rule where I allow marching through difficult terrain. Still halves and quarters your move as per, difficult and very difficult terrain as per usual. But I do allow marching through it. If you get march blocked, obviously, no marching and you're back to the usual stuff. But I find it a little overly restrictive at times. I like to use the terrain a little bit, but that's what I do here. And that's what we've got here on the table. Let's have a look at deployment. So the way this worked was the attacker actually deploys everything first and only on a 6-inch line across the table. So they deploy their entire army and then the defender gets to deploy theirs. And we can go as far forward as the midline, as the 24-inch midline, and then anywhere within the whole half of our table. So Matty B deployed everything, and I counter-deployed. So we'll go through my side first. So firstly, way out here on the flank, we have a cannon sticking out of the edge of the woods. Excellent. Cannon in the woods, people. And then on the front lines, I've got Dwarven warriors with great weapons. We've got the middle brick of iron breakers with Borek and Thorik. Thorin, sorry, that's Thorin. His dad is Thorik. And then we've got warriors with hand weapons and shields with Thane, Bard, and Flinty. Right out on this flank, we have the miners. I elected to deploy them on the field rather than in mining reserve because I'm defending back here, so it didn't feel very useful to have them popping up in your deployment zone. I could have gone war machine hunting, but instead they're coming with me. They're coming out to defend this little pass here between the wood and the pile of rocks. And then on Artillery Hill, we have the Quarrelers, the Grudge Thrower, and the Flame Cannon, the wild card of this game. I've never used one. This should be interesting. We'll see how she goes. So that is the deployment zones for the dwarves, as well as, the 2 objectives back here that Matty B is trying to get and destroy. Matty B, could you please take us through Orc and Goblin deployment zone, please?
All right. Well, as has been said, it's all in one big line.
Indeed.
So we'll start right down this end. We've got our little Wolf Riders and my unit of 20 Night Goblins on one flank.
Indeed.
Then my whole entire army, practically.
All the orcs.
All the orcs in the middle. So we've got the Biggins on the left.
Indeed.
Then Black Orcs, and then the Orc Boys. And then, obviously, because I have the big hill, I chose to put my Rock Lobber and my Dive Bomber on there.
Beautiful.
Bring some more Night Goblins, and then my 2 Chariots.
Fantastic, yes. And you've got your Wizards with the Night Goblins, and you've got BSB and Great Shaman in with the Black Orcs.
Absolutely.
And I actually forgot one thing from my deployment zone. Way over here on the midline is my Gyrocopter. He is, scouting forward and, getting ready to go and harass the enemy lines. So he is way, way out there. And because in this scenario as well, the dwarves get first turn. So defenders automatically get turn 1. So, that's it, guys. This is the battlefield, this is deployment, and that was the narrative all that would usually be left is to roll for first turn, but it is going to the defenders, the dwarves. So, we are coming back with dwarves. Turn 1. Yes. Dwarves turn 1 movement phase. Honestly, guys, probably don't expect a whole lot from Dwarven movement phase as the whole objective is to, defend these spots. So don't expect too much, but obviously no charges. So this is where everything is now, and this is where everything ends up. I have moved nothing except my gyrocopter. Yes, look at him out there. So he is just straight out to the flank there. I was hoping that maybe I could land outside of an inch of those guys and still be within 8 inches of those fanatics. The night goblins, but thus the fanatics. Indeed,
Yeah.
sir. But no, I was out. I was out by like an inch thereabouts. So unable to pop the fanatics first turn, but we'll see what we can do out there. So it didn't make sense to move anything else, guys. It's a defense game with dwarves, so hoy!
Why dwarves would move it in any case?
Exactly, mate. It's just not
short legs.
Tiny legs.
I would be so
beautiful
over it.
beards. They don't want to get sweaty
You
faces.
see that guy's beard? He'd be tripping over it all the time. Jesus. Yeah.
Exactly. So we skip straight past the magic phase because we're dwarves and we are not into that kind of thing. So we go into what I like to call the dwarf phase, the shooting phase. That's right, Matty B. That's right.
I don't like it.
We're here again. So it's guess range weapons first. I'm not shooting the flame cannon turn 1 because it only has a maximum guess range of 12 inches and then goes an extra artillery dice and then the template comes out. So it's got like a max effective range of I don't know, I can't remember. I worked it out before. But I don't think it's far enough because he's so far back, and so am I, so I'm not risking the misfire first turn. What?
I said big rolls.
Indeed, big rolls.
Big rolls for that.
And I'm not risking it. So instead, I'm just
Especially with the
going,
risk.
for now, the grudge thrower and the cannon. So, grudge thrower is dialing up into the center of the Black Orcs, and the cannon in the woods is dialing up against its old nemesis, the rock lobber. The cannon in the woods. New horror movie. Specifically for orcs.
Yeah.
So let's start with the rock lobber. I have guessed 33 inches. Can you help me out, Matty B? Ooh, I have undershot. It is landing like an inch away almost from the front of the Black Orcs.
Is it one of these?
It is one of those, but at this point, it's about these
that's
dice.
right.
It's the scatter
What am I
dice,
doing?
Matty B. That's
I should
right.
know this already.
You should. But that's all right. All right, so now we see where does it go from there. If it scatters in this direction, it's got some decent opportunity to go
it does.
somewhere. And 4 inches that away. That looks pretty
That's
good.
pretty good.
Looks like we're going to be hitting some orc boys. We'll be back with how many orcs are getting clapped. All right, so this is how it's ended up. We've got 3 automatically hit by the template, fully covered by the template from the orc boy unit, one of which who is directly under. We've got 5 clips on the orc boys, one of which is the orc boss. And then 3 clips on the Black Orcs, one of which is the battle standard bearer, Zog. So it's a decent little spread here. Also, for anyone that's been playing along at home for quite a while, you'll notice that I have changed out the color of my dice. Indeed, Matty B's got the green dice, the orc player using the green dice. It just felt strange using green dice against green skins. Karak Hirn is obviously, my colors are green, so it made sense in that regard, but I don't know. So I've taken the white dice for the white grey beards of the dwarves, and so shall it be forevermore. So let's do this. So firstly, these are the automatic hits. Let's do the rest of the hits for the boys, the orc boys. So firstly, does the boss come into the hit pool on a 4+? He doesn't. He's safe. Lovely. And then the other 4 coming into the hit pool because they were partially touched, partially covered by the template on 4+. Oh yes, 50% of them. Very good. Very good. And then let's have a look at the Black Orcs as well. So the battle standard bearer coming into the hit pool on a 4+. No, he's safe. Lucky. And then the 2 Black Orcs that are clipped. One of them is hit. All right. So let's do the boys first. The boys, there is one of them under the template getting hit with a strength 8 hit, and he is getting killed on a 2. Here's one boy is dead, and then the other 4 are strength 4 hits, so wounding on 4s, killing on 4s. Oh, just one. The dice aren't rolling out great. These dice haven't obviously, they haven't soaked up enough sweat from my hands yet. They haven't figured out that I am their master. But very good. So 2 orc boys have been removed. Lovely. And then the one hit that's coming through on the black orcs, one black orc will fall on a 4+. And yes, a single black orc
guy
is
that I don't
killed.
like because he's at the back.
He was the ablative wound.
Yeah.
Very good. So the first grudge whoosh, comes out, and it's been, inscribed with ancient grudges against orcs, and it's slammed, boom, into the orc boys, killing 2 of them, and a splinter of wok has splinter of wok. This is a Chinese dwarf.
What are you using as artillery there, buddy?
I don't know, whatever we got. And it is, it's smashed out to the side and just slammed through the helmet of a black orc, shattering his skull and spraying green brains across the rest of the unit. Excellent.
Brains are green?
Oh, well, I don't know. Whatever.
As much.
Brains, green orcs. All right, not the best, not the worst. I got pretty unlucky with the kind of hits that came through, but got very lucky with the scatter after a poor guess. So, well done. I'll take it. All right, so we're coming over to which historically has been the most disappointing of cannons, but he's been in the shop for a while. They've worked him out, hopefully. They've dialed him in, and we have guessed 15 inches initially, going towards the rock lobber, aiming towards the corner of the machine so that if it bounces through, it's going straight into a crew. All right, let's have a look how we went. Seems like a bit of an undershot as well. Not the best, Christos, not the best. All right, let's see how we go. So with the cannon, we just roll an artillery dice and it continues straight forward in that direction. So we're going to be rolling this twice. The first roll is how much further it goes before it actually hits the ground, and then the second roll is the bounce, and it's the bounce that often does the damage. So we need a decent first couple of rolls here for me to actually hit this bad boy. So let's see. They pack the tube with the gunpowder, and it puffs out doing an extra
that
10.
works.
Oh, amazing. That might be too far.
Overselling it, maybe?
Let's have a look. Oh, no,
I
that's
know,
great.
it's right in front of
So
it.
it's landed right in front by the looks of it.
right there.
Heck yeah. So anything other than a misfire at this point will go crashing through the
Misfire.
machine. So, misfire! No! It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I didn't know it. You have the rune.
I have the rune of forging. So a special rune is inscribed into the chassis of this machine, allowing
like I
me
did that.
to re-roll a misfire. Oh boy. All right. So as long as I don't roll that again, everything will be fine. Please. Yes, and sure enough, it smashes into the machine and into one of the goblin crew.
At the beak.
Excellent. So let's do it. So firstly, it is a strength 10 hit onto a toughness 7 machine. So I'm going to wound the machine on a 2. No! Oh my god! God damn it! Oh, you're the worst! All right. God damn it. I'm going to wound the goblin behind it on a 2. Yeah, the least important one. So one goblin is boom.
He's blooped.
So it's managed to slam out and somehow just like
Chipped
clip
off
off
the
the
edge.
edge. Exactly. It smashed through a tiny piece of the machine, not damaging it, and then straight into the face of one of those goblins, just shattering its skull. Amazing. Lovely. Not the best, guys, but all right. We've got some ranges dialed in. I can deal with that. Cool. Not shooting this. And I feel like, if that was 33 inches, these guys are definitely out of range because they have a 30-inch range crossbow. So that's... Oh, no, that's not it. I still have a gyrocopter.
Yes, you have a shooty.
I've got a gyrocopter over there. And he is going to pump his little steam-powered grape shot cannon straight into the flank of those wolf riders. And what do you reckon?
Full one of them, and the rest are getting partials.
Roger that. We have one fully hit by the template, and then 4 partially clipped by it. All right, so the 4 partials coming into the hit pool on 4s. Oh, yep, 50% of it, like it. This is enough to cause a panic check.
Oh, yeah.
Strength 3 and then armor piercing 1. So this will be killing wolves on 4s. Boom, 3 of them just get clapped straight up.
Whoosh.
Yeah.
Spap.
All right, so just taking them so that we're keeping the center as centered as possible. Yeah, that's fine. Beautiful. Excellent. That was pretty spicy. Killing 3 of them is way more than I was expecting. And that will be a panic check for those wolves, mate. Leadership 6. No, use your normal green. There's your magic dice.
Magic
Matty
dice. It's so shiny.
I know. And they passed their leadership test. Amazing! I can't believe it. Those little dogs. Bloody wolves. Sorry, Matty B. Okay, well, I can't believe they passed. God, that's annoying. But that's it. Not the worst. Definitely not the best. I've killed a few orcs, and I've smashed a goblin off the end of a machine, and some wolf riders are down, significantly neutering that unit. So, that is it. That is the end of Dwarves. Turn 1. Orcs and Goblins, turn 1. No charges to declare, I'm assuming?
No.
No, very good. No, 9.
Strangely enough.
Indeed. So, this is where everything is before the end of the movement phase. And we forgot to do animosity. Lame.
I did all the moving.
I know, we've actually completed the movement phase and then been like, oh, animosity. Yeah. So we're just going to roll them all out now, mate. Let's start with, the Wolf Riders don't need to because they're too small of a unit now. They're not going to infight. We'll go the Night Goblins, just looking to not roll any ones. Very good.
That's nice.
The Orc Biggins, all that's good. Nice. Black Orcs don't do it, so Orc Boys,
that's
all
nice.
good. And then the Night Goblins,
that's
all
nice.
good.
There we go.
Everyone played nice. Excellent.
Yeah.
No retconning. Huzzah. So this is where everything's ended up. Matty B, do you want to give us a wrap up of your movement phase?
Well, basically everybody's just started their movement forward. Obviously,
Indeed.
my pitiful little wolves are running for the forest to hide. No, they're going to do something.
They'll do things.
They'll do something.
Exactly.
Die,
yeah, most likely.
Everybody's pushing up. I can't really do much yet.
Indeed.
So I'm just waiting for my magic.
The green lines are just surging forward.
Yes.
And that does bring us to the magic phase, sir. I'll give you a sec to think about it. All right, Matty B, we ready to go?
Yes.
Build me your power pool, sir. What do we got for the viewers?
We have 2 base.
Indeed.
4 for my lord.
Yes, for
he's
the
a
level 4.
Yes. And then I have the 2 little bellas at level 2.
Very good, giving you 10
dice.
power dice. And I, as a dwarf, start with 4 base, just for our racial immunity and hatred of magic. So I get my 4 little dice of please don't hurt me. All right, sir, what are we going to start with?
I'm going to cast Morksevas.
Very good.
First.
How many dice are you using?
3.
3 dice. What do you need this?
5 plus.
5 plus. Wow. All right.
I'm overdoing it.
Good luck and Godspeed, sir.
No
Irresistible force. Irresistible force.
What?
All right, seems like I won't be stopping that one. All right, sir. D3 rerolls for the turn. So roll up a single dice for D3 rerolls. Interesting. Okay, 2.
Yeah.
2 rerolls. Pop it next to Great Shaman Snaggletooth.
And then...
All right, so yeah, what's next, Matty B?
I think I will Foot of Gork.
Oh, the foot.
The foot's coming down.
Oh boy, and who are you going to cast it at, sir?
That is a very good question.
Indeed.
I could just step on your cannon.
That you can. That you can.
Who has hurt? Oh, the cannon hurt. Oh no, was that the cannon? No, the rock lobber hurt me.
The cannon did, the rock lobber as well. I don't have a rock lobber, sir. I have a stone thrower.
It's a rock lobber.
A grudge thrower.
Lobs rocks.
You lob rocks. You filthy green skin.
You know, I can cast it twice.
You can.
So I will step on your rock lobber. Lock robber?
My stone thrower.
Let's do that.
My grudge thrower. All right. Casting it at the grudge thrower. So
Right,
what do you
so
need
it's
to cast
a 9
it?
plus.
How many dice are you using? You can use a maximum of 5 as a level 4 wizard.
I'll use 4.
4 dice, needing a 9 plus. All right, sir.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a double 1.
That's a double
That's a
yep.
double 1.
I
That's
just
a
blew up.
miscast.
I just blew up.
baby.
Like an irresistible force and then blew up.
Oh no. Matty B.
I can't re-roll anything.
Oh
either.
no, you can't.
I haven't got knobbly staff
You
anymore.
can't use the rerolls from Morksevas
No.
to negate a miscast, unfortunately. All right, sir. Let's see what it is. All right, here we go. Rolling on the greenskin miscast table. 2.
Oh, not
That's
a 1. That's
not
what I didn't
good.
want. No, I
What
didn't
is
want
it?
1 either.
What is it?
The greenskin is racked by rampant war power. He loses control and is thrown about wildly, convulsing, gibbering, and slaving until he can roll a 6 at the start of any succeeding turn. He behaves like a loose squig.
Oh my god.
Turn my guy into a squig. Yes.
So he's, okay, go on.
In the compulsory movement phase, though he will not attack, Although he cannot cast spells or use magic items, he still contributes dice to the power and to spell pool.
Oh my god.
So I need to roll a 6.
At the start of your turn?
To roll 6 at the start of any succeeding turn, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. That's so bad. Matty B, no!
He's possessed by the aura of Squid.
Indeed. Oh my god, that's so bad. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So in the compulsory movement step, that happens to him, right?
Yeah.
That's when that's happening? Okay. Wow. Jesus! Matty B! So bad. I know, the one time you don't take the staff that allows you to reroll.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking about. It was the knobbly staff. I'm
Indeed.
like, damn it.
Yep. Oh boy. Okay, so, well, you still have a bunch of dice. And you've still got a couple of shamans. Can they cast anything? You've got a bound spell of Edbutt that just goes off on 24.
I'll give it a go then.
All right, so who are you going to target?
Maybe a Thane.
The
I
Thane?
think he's going to be closer.
Thane
anyway.
Barden?
Yeah.
All right, sir, let's measure it out. 24. Oh, actually, no, first I get a chance to try and dispel it. Before we
You
even
haven't rolled
measure
anything
it.
yet, yeah.
I haven't. So, you know what? I'm just going to throw 2 dice at it. It's a level 3 bound spell. And sure enough, I get rid of it, so you don't get to measure, sir. Okay.
I'm pretty much done.
Yeah?
I think, for magic.
You could always just try and throw out another Edbutt. Like, again, at
Well,
worst.
I've only got 2 die.
But there's a potential of miscasting, which is never good. Do you just want to not? Because what does he have?
Well, he has
got Brain
Brainburster
Burster
as
as well.
So I could, if I can actually get the range, I could hit it. Yeah, actually, maybe I'll do that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can try it.
Yeah,
Brain
Brain Burster
Burster
on that unit.
on this unit?
Yeah.
All right, sir. So what do you need to cast a Brain Burster?
8 plus.
8 plus on 2d6. You do have a Shaman Fungus that you could throw into it.
That's after a roll, though, isn't
Indeed,
it?
after. All right, good luck, mate. Good luck and Godspeed.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Oh, mate, an 11?
That's pretty good.
Jesus. All right, well, look, I'm definitely going to at least try. I shouldn't have thrown 2 dice at that spell. I need to see an 11 or a 12 here. Ah, no, I get a 7.
That 5 scared me.
I know. I know. All right, Matty B, measure it up. Let's see if you had the range.
let's do it.
24 inches, mate. 4 days, mate. You had it. Oh, my God. All right. Well, yeah, you had nothing to worry about in terms of range there.
Yeah.
All right, sir. The Brain Burster has come off on the unit. That is 2d6 strength 4 hits. For 2? Do you want to spend one of those Shaman rerolls on that?
Oh, yeah, I might do that. Turn him over.
Yeah, indeed. You can reroll one of those dice.
Give me a 6, please.
Hey! Look at that! Very nice, mate. Very nice. So 7 hits coming through at strength 4. All right, 7 strength 4 hits coming through onto these boys, needing 4s to wound.
Oh, there's everywhere.
Getting 3? 4? Was this one of them? I guess so.
Yeah.
All right, 4 wounds came through. We have heavy armor and shields, which is a 4-up armor save. Negative by 1 is 5-up armor saves. Yeah. No, I make none of them.
Yeah.
Brutal. 4 dwarves. 4 dwarves just get Ed-butted or brain bursted. So, you know, this green energy just whoosh, and the 4 dwarves' heads swell and just pop, and their brains come oozing out of their eyes.
Now.
Yeah, look at that.
No, wolves. I forgot. They don't really count.
Nah, exactly. Very nice. There we go. Got a little bit of luck in the end there. Heck yeah.
I forgot a squid for a lord.
That's definitely less good. Ooh, oh, that was bad. Ooh. That was very bad.
I need to roll that 6 again, like I just told my dice to.
Indeed, mate. Indeed, you do.
Do that again.
Yep. All right, going into Orc and Goblin shooting phase. We've got a Doom Diver and a Rock Lobber. What are we doing with the Matty B?
All right, so the Doom Diver is going to have a go at your Iron Breakers.
To the Iron Breakers, very good. And
the Rock Lobber is going to take care of your bands of cannon and death.
the cannon in the
forest.
Woods. Yes. Cannon in the woods. All right, which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with the cannon.
Fantastic.
So that's 26 is my guesstimation.
All right, let's have a look-see. All right, we are landing right in front of it at the moment. So like right in front of the cannon. Not quite on it, but right there. Right there. All right, Matty B, let's see those artillery dice. Scatter and artillery, please, sir. And just roll it somewhere over here for me if you could.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Does it stay there or does she swing wide?
Oh,
it's a direct hit. Boom. All right. We'll be back with how many of these little crewmen and cannon is getting clapped. All right. We are clipping the cannon, partially covering the cannon and clipping 1 crewman. What do you want to start with here, B?
I will roll for the crewman first.
On a 4+, the crewman is getting hit. Oh, crewman's coming in. That crewman will be getting killed on a 4+.
Oh, on a 4+?
Yeah, just roll it.
Just
We're
roll
here,
it.
why not? Oh, you do! Boom! This little crewman just gets smashed off by showering rocks and filth getting smashed into his beautiful beard.
No,
that's how you kill a dwarf. You hurt his beard. And then a 4+, the cannon comes into the hit pool. Oh, it does. It's strength 4 to toughness 7. So you're wounded on a 6, sir.
All right.
No love, but you do clip a crew. Nice, mate. All right, back to the Doom Diver. 27 inches for the Doom Diver. Let's see how you did, mate.
Oh, it's not bad.
That's not bad at all. It's going basically right here, right in between these two dudes. Pretty swish, mate. All right, let's see if we can keep it there with these artillery dice. Oh, another direct hit. You son of a gun. God damn it. All right, sir. So you are doing D6 strength 5 hits to this unit. For 2. Do you still have another Shaman reroll? You should, right?
I do. I can reroll
that. Would you like to reroll that?
I'm going to take that away.
Very good. The dice that should still be there.
Still be there.
Yeah, very good. Rerolling. 6. Lame.
That was.
Why am I helping you?
Me.
God damn it. Too much honor here. All right, very good. So 6 hits at strength 5 to toughness 4 dwarves. Just killing on 3s, sir. No armor saves allowed from the Diver of Doom.
Oh, that's not good.
You got half of them, so 3.
Yeah.
3 Iron Breakers go down. Their beautiful Gromril armor crumpling under the impact of a screaming goblin with a tin hat.
Yes.
Amazing. He's just goes into the ranks. Covered in grease, indeed. They grease up that ramp, people. Yeah. It's the only way to get them to slide along it. And yeah, just killing Ironbreakers with the sheer impact and ferocity of that tin hat slamming into them and bones and bits. Amazing. Well in, sir. A couple of very nice guesses. So that's it. Yeah, you got no other shooting?
Nope, that's it.
That is it. Very
that's all my
nice.
shooties.
Some decent shooting, and in the end, not too bad magic, but very max unlucky with that great shaman. But who knows? Maybe you'll just roll a 6. Maybe you'll just roll a 6. Exactly. Maybe it'll just happen. Could be fun.
Otherwise I have a squig.
Indeed.
With no teeth.
Oh boy. But that is it. That is the end of Orcs and Goblins. Turn 1. Dwarves, turn 2. Charges to declare. No charges.
Sure?
I'm sure. Okay. Thank you, Matty B. Thank you. You're looking out for your boy. So this is where everything is now, and this is where everything ends up. All right, we have done the classic Dwarven shuffle back. So the whole front line has just turned about face, come back, and turned front. 1.5 inch back for everybody. And aside from that, the gyrocopter has gotten into fanatic territory. Oh boy! So it has just enough to get within 8 inches of the corner of those night goblins and thus popping the fanatics. So let's do it. All right, here we are at the fanatics, and what are we doing with the Mr. B? Which one do you want to start with?
Well, let's start with one that I'm going to send at this gyrocopter.
At the gyro?
Because he is annoying me.
Very good, sir. We are 8 inches away, so you need to see an 8 or larger on these 2d6. And you get an 11. Oh my god. Landing right here, slams into the front, and then goes out the side. I may have just, sold the gyro's life. But all right, so it's doing D6 strength 5 hits here. No. 1. It's strength 5 to toughness 5, so you're wounded on a 4. No.
Bloody dice.
I'm swinging under him and just bonks the bottom of the chassis a bit as he goes past. All right, Matty B, you've still got 2 more of them. Where are they going?
You know what? I'm just going to send another one at you.
Oh, you're doing it?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I want him dead.
Oh, my goodness.
I thought that first guy would do it.
There's a vengeance. He's got a vendetta here. All right, Matty B, again, needing to see that 8. Oh, you do it. A perfect 8, which will pop him out the back and straight into this one.
They might die.
They die. So they slam into each other, killing each other utterly. Again, doing D6 strength 5 hits here. Oh, that's for better. 4, that's definitely better. You could kill him, Matty B. Again, wounding on 4s.
Oh no.
1. A single wound.
No.
He has 2 wounds remaining.
God damn it.
2 wounds remaining on that boy. All right, Matty B, you got 1 left.
I'm gonna do it.
You're doing it?
Yeah.
Matty B.
Screw it.
Greedy.
I want him dead.
All right. Again, needing to see that 8. Can you do it 3 times? No, 7.
So
6. No, you're
yeah.
right. You're right. Landing right here, out in the back
At least
lines.
he's alive.
Yeah. Heck yeah. He lives, and so does my gyro. So sad.
Oh dear.
All right, rolling into dwarf shooting phase the second dwarf phase of the game, and we're hoping for a devastating one here. So, what do we got going? The cannon is dialing up again on the rock lobber, again trying to clip through the machine and into one of the crew. We've got the flame cannon having its first ever shot, and it's going towards the center of the Black Orcs. And then my grudge thrower is going towards the center of the biggins, just trying to soften up both of those big, scary units of orcs. And you know what? Just because, let's start with the flame cannon. So, flame cannon is going 12 inches forward to start off with. Let's see how we did. All right, landing right there initially. It's looking like it's very short, but basically, you can only guess 12 inches forward. Then you roll the artillery die and it goes that many inches extra forward, and then you place the flame template. So, if I roll a 10 here, it still should be, shooting out pretty far. If I roll something low, I'm hitting nothing. But let's see. What I really don't need to roll is the misfire, because these things have a particularly nasty misfire chart. I mean, it's not super nasty, but it's worse than usual. So we need to see a 10 here. What do we get? The flame cannon powers up. They push the steam into it right into the point where she's ready to burst, and 4 inches forward. Methinks it's probably not going to hit anything.
So 4.
There.
And flame token.
No, nothing. Very short. We just and spray flaming oil and liquid, setting the fields alight there. But no dice. But the first shot went off without it exploding. Hell yeah!
We used a lot of dice.
Hell yeah! So that was all right. All right, let's go the grudge thrower next, mate. I've said 26 inches straight towards the center of the biggins. No, I'm short again. I've landed right in front of the unit. My guessing is terrible. All right, here we go. Scatter and artillery dice. Let's see where this template ends up. A direct hit. Amazing. Looks like I'll be hitting, I don't know, a few from the front rank, but we'll be back with how many orcs are getting clapped. All right, it's not great. I've got 3 partial clips, one of which is the orc boss, the big boss, the orc biggin boss. I don't know which one. It's a big boy, and he's the boss.
He's the boss man.
So on a 4+, he comes into the hit pool. He does not. Very good. And then the other 2 boys on 4+. There we go.
There you go.
And they are getting killed on 4s. And we kill 2 big orcs. No, not the black orcs, mate.
Big orcs.
The big
big
orcs.
Big arms.
Yes, indeed. Lovely. All right. Oof, not the best. This is going poorly. All right, it's cannon time. And again, cannon is threading the needle, going straight for, it's like the little leg on that side.
Yeah, it's like
towards, straight into the other guy on the edge. And we have guessed 16 inches this time, Matty B.
61? Are you crazy?
16, Matty B. All right, landing right here initially. Again, I'm going to need some reasonable bounces. A couple of bounces should get it done.
Go in this direction.
Sorry. Towards the arrow. Thanks, Matty. It should be a little dance. God damn
Just
it.
use this as a marker.
He's a lunatic, people.
I'm sorry.
All right, so the extra puff goes 6 inches forward. Not bad. We're still going to need a reasonable bounce to hit it, though. All right, cool. So I will need probably at least another 6 inches to clip the machine. So what do we get here? Come on, do it. Do it. 10. 10 will definitely do it. Smashes into the machine and through into that next crew. So come on, do your job this time. Don't roll another 1 to wound.
Just bounce off.
Strength 10 cannon into a toughness 7 rock lobber. Wounding on 2s. Excellent. It does it. It does D6 wounds. This thing has... Oh, no, it doesn't do D6. This isn't a great cannon. It does D3 wounds. So a 5 or 6. A 5 or 6 will see it dead. 3 wound machine, D3 wounds being done. 5 or 6 to destroy it! Yes! We smash into it. Excellent. And then on a 2, we kill another crew. We do. We bounce straight through, destroying it all.
When the catapult collapsed on him.
Indeed. Amazing. That was great. Hell
that
yeah.
Worked out.
Cannon, you did your job.
Do you mind if I just just for my own OCD, now that I have space.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's
Thank you,
fine.
thank
No
you,
worries,
thank
mate.
you. Yeah.
Now we might need a panic check here for a unit being destroyed within 4 inches. A friendly unit being destroyed.
Yeah, okay.
I just need to check if the unit strength has to be more or equal. So we'll be right back. All right, so there is no minimum requirement for like unit strength or anything in terms of what causes this panic. It's just if a unit is destroyed by magic or missile fire within 4 inches of a friendly unit, a panic check is required. And that Doom Diver was absolutely within 4 inches. Those goblins have leadership 6. I'm hoping I can get a 2 for 1 here. All right, Matty B.
I sense that they're going to roll high.
All right, well, let's see. Let's see if you had the right sense for these ones. Oh, you get it! You son of a gun, god damn it! Unbelievable. You've made 2 6-up leadership tests so far, B.
The wolves as well.
Ridiculous. God
Goblins
damn
are
it.
so leaded.
Oh, man, they are so brave.
Oh, the
so
bravest of the
brave.
little small people is the green.
Damn it, B. All right. Well, look, that's... Oh, no, that's not it. I've still got my gyrocopter. I always forget you, gyro.
No, you're done.
I always forget you. So we checked the template already. It is actually fully covering both of those wolves. So that is going to be dead wolves on 4 pluses. Strength 3,
2 threes.
to toughness 3.
A 2 and a 3.
Come on, let's just put them down.
A 1 and a 2.
Double 4. Ha! Yes, double 6.
Irresistible force.
Oh my goodness. So yes, the grape shot cannon, boom, finishes off the wolf riders. That's a big deal because that tiny little unit could have absolutely just skirted their way all the way here and charged this and just taken the objective. So that was good. I'm happy that worked out. I'm doing terrible guesses here. I mean, I put my maximum range on this, but it was, I would have needed to roll very high. And it didn't work out. But this, terrible guessing, Christos. God damn it. I thought I had dialed it in. I haven't dialed anything.
No dials.
I need to dial 000, which is it's our emergency service here in Australia. But that is it. That is it. I've done a bit of damage. Not too bad. I've removed the rock lobber. Should have removed the goddamn Doom Diver as well, but such is life. But that is the end of Dwarves, turn 2. Orcs and Goblins, turn 2. And we have a very important role at the start of the turn, do we not, Matty B? We need to see if Matty B's wizard manages to get his head back in this game and not end up bouncing around filled with magical power like some sort of crazy squig. We need to see a 6.
Yes.
We need a 6 here, Matty B. All right, good luck, mate. Good luck. And Godspeed! Oh, no. So Matty B's great shaman will, in the compulsory movement step, start bouncing around, filled with crazy green energy. We'll look forward to that. Yeah. Now we go to the always spicy and hilarious animosity step. So funny. All right, Matty B, where do you want to start?
I'm going to start over here because these guys I want to move. So
all right,
if
my
I roll
goblins.
1 first.
They're all good. The boys.
The boys.
All good. The big boys.
The big ones.
Also good. And
the lesser big
night
ones.
goblins. Oh, they fail. Are they within 6?
Oh, no, that was them.
No. That was the big
so I can't roll them. So that was them.
Yeah. So let's. Are they within 6 of the Black Orcs? Probably not. No. All right, they can't be quelled, Matty B. We're rolling on the table. A 1. So you don't need to worry about getting the table out because I know what it is. So if you roll a 1 here, you're going to charge the big uns in the flank.
I do realise.
A 2 to 5 is just a squabble, and they're just going to have a little punch up for the turn. But a 6 will give them an extra move at this part of the turn. You know what? So Matty B, let's see it. What's going to happen? Let me see that again. 1. That'd be funny. No, so it's just a squabble, mate. They're just going to be sitting there having a punch up.
Hey, they're kind of useless now.
There is a shaman in there though, Ben.
True.
That's less good.
Forgot about that.
Less good.
Yes. That's 2 dice go.
Damn. Okay, so that's the animosity step done. That brings us to the movement phase and declare charges. I'm guessing we still have no charges.
No.
Fantastic. So that brings us to the compulsory movement step. And we have 2. We have a fanatic out on the field, and we've got a shaman that is acting as a loose squig.
Let's start with the shaman.
Loose. Oh my god.
Just the direction?
And 2d6, not the artillery dice.
Okay.
All right, so we're doing shaman first.
Yeah.
All right, mate, 2d6, roll it near your shaman. All right, he's jumping 3 inches out of the unit in that direction. Measure it up.
Oh, yeah.
Landing right there, unfortunately, completely blocking the
Blocking
path
everybody.
of the Black Orcs. Jesus, the gibbering, crazy shaman jumping out of the unit. All right, resolving this fanatic. We'll see, maybe. I think it's going to go straight back into you. It's going right back into those Night Goblins, mate. All right, where's he going? He's coming this way, 8 inches. Landing him right out here. I mean, who knows? If he just keeps scattering level, he could swing all his way around.
That would be amazing.
Towards the Dwarven lines.
That would make my entire life.
That would be hilarious. But there he is. Alright, that is the compulsory step done, which just leaves remaining moves. So, this is where everything is now, and this is where everything ends up. Alright, Master B, could you please take me through your movement phase wrap-up?
Yes, so obviously Squabble, no movement.
Indeed, from the Night
for
Goblins.
the Night Goblins. We've got the Big Uns moving forward. We've got the Orc Boys moving forward. Poor Black Orcs couldn't move anywhere because of their crazed lord.
Indeed.
They're just like dancing in front of them.
The Great Shaman is just, like vomiting and spewing dung everywhere over there. Night Goblins.
Did a bit of a pivot and came towards the middle.
Yep, fantastic.
With the Night Goblins, and then just pushing forward with my 2 chariots.
Yeah, flank
the
team.
flankies.
The flank team chariots. Okay, cool. That brings us to a very sad and reduced magic phase for Magic Phase the Second for the Orcs and Goblins. So you still have a power pool of like 8. Because he still does provide power dice, and the only power dice we're not getting is from this little shaman that's in the scrap over there as he's, trying to smash little Night Goblins on their head with his staff.
Get back in order.
Minions, the enemy now! But unfortunately, the only person that can cast spells is the left flank shaman who has Basham Lads and Edbutt.
Fist of Gork.
Oh, sorry. Yes,
Yeah.
Fist of Gork, which is an 8-inch spell, so he's not
very
throwing
useful
that
right
out
now.
No, but Edbutt is 24 inches, and what are we
Yes.
doing with it, Matty B?
I'm going to headbutt a crew member from your cannon.
You devilish dog,
I know.
you dastardly fiend!
I'm a fiend of the greatest order.
Very good. He's going to try and headbutt a crew off my
You
cannon.
know what? Just because... No, that's too much. There's
Matty
too
B,
much
you
chances of
can
getting it.
only throw
I know.
3 dice. He's a level 2 shaman, Matty
I'm
B.
just going to chuck it all.
Very good.
Alright.
So throwing 3 dice?
No, 2.
Oh, just 2.
Yeah, because there's less chance of me getting 2 ones.
Well, what do you need here, though?
7.
7?
Oh, no, headbutt. Yeah, 7. That's
7? You're not going to throw 3 dice?
No, fine.
Seems a bit crazy. I hope you don't miscast now. I really do.
I will cry. You'll see a good man cry on YouTube.
Oh, no, don't do that. And, ooh,
You was close.
mate, that's a pretty big roll. That's what, 11, 12?
12.
12. Well, I will attempt to oppose you with all 4 of my Please Don't Hurt Me metallic black dice, my iron dice of the rune smiths. So, I get a double 1, which is an auto fail. And just a low dice no matter what. Very good, sir. So yes, he channels the green magic and throws out a magical headbutt into one of these boys.
4 hit.
Indeed,
with
sir.
No saves allowed.
So they are toughness 4 dwarves. So on a 4+, you headbutt that man into the nether realms. You don't! Oh, crap. He just sweats a whole bunch. His
sweats
brow
so much.
sweats. He's going to need a new shirt, but he is all right. Excellent. All right, well that ends the sad level
sad.
turn 2 magic phase. Oh.
I have
so
1
that-
shooties left.
Indeed, sir. That's the Diver of Doom.
Diver of Doom. You know, I'm going to do the same thing as last time.
You're going to go for the Iron Breakers again?
I'm pretty sure I said 27, so I'm going to keep with that.
All right.
So let's measure that out.
All right.
27.
You sure? You
Yep,
sure on
I'm-
that 27?
I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly.
We're measuring it. I shuffled backwards, Matty B.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Mate, so he's currently
Completely forgot
landing
about your shuffle.
right in front of the unit. I'll pop a little die.
Thank
Just
you.
there is where we are landing.
All right, directions.
All right, mate. Scatter and artillery. Just over here if you could.
Yeah, 2 inches that way.
No.
Yeah.
4 inches
fall
back.
backwards.
You can re-roll the scatter die because of the
Thank you.
flapping wings of the Doom Diver.
Sideways.
4 inches forward this way, just pump right to here. So he comes screaming out of the catapult, sees that he's going to land short, starts flapping, and then smash.
He's left-handed.
Yeah.
Got more wind on the left.
Oh my god, and he just slams here, leaving a green and red smear into the dirt. And the dwarven unit that just lost 4 of their friends to them last time laugh and cheer and spit on his corpse. Kick some dirt with dwarven boots over the corpse. Love it. Okay. Oof, that was a rough one. Oh boy, there's nothing else, right? That's it. That is it. All right, well that is it. That is the end of Orcs and Goblins. Turn 2. Dwarves, turn 3. Charges to declare, still none because you haven't gotten close enough, and I doubt I'll have many anyway. So that brings us to remaining moves. So this is where everything is now, and this is where everything ends up. All right, the dwarven lines have marched out. The time for waiting is over. And I have just shuffled my front lines forward and marched my miners up on the front. I have put this unit, what I think to be just outside of an 8-inch charge, but it's close enough that B might want to try it. Because obviously I can't measure, I could be wrong, but I've put it in a place where, hopefully I'm just out of range and I've baited B for a charge. I could have got it wrong and B might charge and just slam into them and then lame, not good. But either way, I'm marching forward, it's time to force the issue. So, and my gyrocopter has just flew his way behind the Black Orcs, march blocking them, slowing them down even further. And I'm also just going to, pop a grape shot into their backs and maybe into old Snaggletooth at the front there, the crazy great shaman. All right, that's movement phase done. We are coming into dwarf phase the 3rd. All right, I have picked my targets and guessed my ranges. We're going grudge thrower into the biggins, flame cannon into the boys, and the cannon in the woods into one of these chariots. Time to start dealing with those chariots before they get any closer. Indeed. And you know what? Let's start with the flame cannon again, mate. We have gone 12 inches straight towards the center of the boys. All right, we've landed right here initially. Now, how much further does it go with the artillery dice? An extra 4 inches. Interesting. All right, this is where it's landing, and now we pop the template on it. I'm definitely hitting some this time. All right, we'll be back with how many of these boys are getting clapped. All right, so we have the front 4. Not the front 4, so the 2 and then the 2 behind being, yes indeed, this little chunk in the middle being fully covered by the template, and then we have 6 clips around them, and one of the people that is fully covered is the orc boss, the champion. So let's start with him. Well actually, firstly, do a lookout sir for him. On a 2-up, he is okay. He's all right, so he is just a regular orc boy. And then let's see how many of these are coming into the hit pool. On 4 pluses. Oh, that's above average.
That's pretty good.
1 above the average. That's a lot of 6s.
That's a lot of 6s.
So we are getting 4, 8. 8 boys are being hit by this flame template, the flame cannon. And it is strength 5 to a toughness 4 orc. So they are getting roasted on 3s. Oh boy.
Oh, that looks painful.
Oh, that's a ridiculous dice. That's a 2. I need to take this out of the... That's terrible. Get out of here.
What is that?
It was a 2. It only had
it has
1
missing
on it.
one.
Yeah, exactly. So that looks like 5, sir. 5 of those boys are getting roasted. No armor save allowed because it's strength 5 and negative 2 AP. Actually, quick question for the community. When with things like the organ gun and like a flame cannon, things that have an AP and a strength, so like, this is a strength 5 weapon and it also has armor penetration 2. Does that mean that it just has armor penetration 2 in terms of negatives, or does it also use the strength of the weapon? So strength 5, which is armor negative by 2, plus the extra 2 from the AP. That would be how I think it would work, because it is, usually things are modified by strength, and then if there's an armor penetration on top of it, that continues. So that's how I've been doing it. But curious, is that the way it's supposed to work? Do you guys do it that way? Let me know in the comments. But that is 5 boys smashed and destroyed, burnt as the promethium, or it's not promethium, it's just burning hot slag and oil goes whoosh and slashes and splashes on top of those boys, and they just get burnt, hooting to a tasty orc crisp. So just pop 2d6 next to them, because they are going to need a panic check at the end of the phase. Because they just got hit by a scary flame.
So scary.
Boys got flamed alive. All right, let's move on to the grudge thrower, going to the center of those big uns, and we have guessed 20 inches this time. All right, so I have landed it right on the front of this guy's base, right on the front of his model here. So let's see if it can stay there. The grudge thrower comes swinging out, and 4 inches backwards.
Oh no.
Thank you, no thank you. With the rune of accuracy, I am going to re-roll the scatter dice. So the rune in the chassis of the machine starts to glow, feeling that the stone is going to go off course, and direct hit is landed. That's better. Excellent. So we'll be back with how many orcs are getting smashed. All right, so we have the boss man in the front being hit automatically, fully covered and under the dot. And then we have 5 more being clipped. All right, so firstly, look out, sir, for the boss, the big boss. He's all right. So they're all just regular orcs. How many of these clips coming into the hit pool on 4 pluses? Get in the pool, boys. The water's fine. Ooh, not the best, not the best. All right, so 3 hits in total, just killing them on 4s. 2 of them, sir. Another 2 big orcs do go down. Not enough for a panic check, but not too bad. So we've got a little more stuff to go yet. I'm going to remember my goddamn quarrelers this turn. Forgot them completely last term. I'm sure you're all still talking about it. So yeah, so good. I'm going to do it this turn. I say that and I'll probably forget. All right, let's come over to the cannon. Cannon is dialing 6 inches up. Right towards, sorry, I got one of these, right towards that cannon. I probably undershot a little bit here, but let's see. Right at the back of that dice, currently. And we're gonna go an extra 8 inches forward, like that. Boom, I do hit him and it bounces an extra 8 inches through.
You hit a boar in the face.
I hit the boar in the face and then smash into the fence in the back. So all I need to do is a wound here, because this is a strength 10 cannon, and as soon as you hit a chariot with strength 7, it is destroyed. So I just need a 2+ to wound here, a 2+, and that chariot is
that one.
Destroyed. And sure enough, boom, it goes slamming through the face of the pig, through the chassis of the chariot itself, spewing the boys and the other pig into the air, and they break their necks as they go onto the ground. And
oh my god.
Amazing.
That was visceral.
Vicious. Indeed. Excellent. We shouldn't have removed that. Was he within 4 inches of that guy? I'll say no. Looks like it was very close, but we'll say no. Cool, lovely. Should have checked. We've got to check before we remove these things. We're good at this game.
We're getting old people, leave us alone.
Indeed. All right, that's that done. Let's do the gyro, and then we're doing them. I'm going to remember, we're doing them afterwards. But we're doing the gyro first, please.
So
get that flame template.
On. There he is.
All right, we've got Great Shaman, Snaggletooth, being fully covered by the template. We've got 3 of the Black Orcs fully covered by the template, and then 7 others, one of which is the Black Orc boss, clipped by the template. Now, the Snaggletooth does not get a lookout, sir, because he is outside the unit. That's not good.
No, it isn't.
We do. Let's see if the Black Orc boss gets hit. He does. He has a 2-up lookout, sir. He's all right. So it is just a regular orc, but he's in the hit pool. And the rest of these coming into the hit pool on 4 pluses. Wow.
Oh, shit.
Okay. I've just wasted I need 5 ups to wound here, and I've rolled nothing but 5 ups there. I wasted them all, but that's pretty great. That was not statistical. Well, let's roll them. This many 5 up to wound, because strength 3, toughness 4, Black Orcs. 5s to wound, yeah. And sure enough, I get very few. I get 4 wounds in total, sir, and you will have you have a 4-up armor save base. It is an AP -1 weapon, so 4 5-up armor saves, please, sir. Oh, you make 3 of them. Well done, mate. Well done. 1 Black Orc does fall, though, to the grape shot steam-powered cannon. Boom! Just like tiny little shrapnel bullets smack through his armor and get into his vitals. Hell yeah! And let's see how much shrapnel makes it out of the unit into Snaggletooth, wounding him on a 5. No, he's all right.
There's a lot of bodies in the way.
Exactly.
Yeah,
a lot of
covered.
iron soaking it up before it got to him. A piece hit him, but it was just like, "Pah."
Yeah, his stuff.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I guess that's it. Ha! Psych! I've still got these boys. Yeah, no, that's coming. That's coming at the end of the phase. This is what's happening.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think I need to see if I can force a panic check on those biggins. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot these 10 boys at the biggins. All right, we checked range, obviously in range, but they are over half range. So there's going to be 10 shots, 10 crossbows, needing 5s to hit. Oh, spicy. 4 of them. Heck yeah. That's pretty good. Strength 4 crossbows to toughness 4 orcs. Wounding on 4s. Ah, just the one. Brutal. It is -1 armor save, so you'll have 1 6-up armor save against this, Matty Boo? No. A biggin falls. How many did I kill this round? No panic check. I only killed 3, and there was 18 of them at the start of the turn. So that is the end of the shooting phase, which means we do have the 1 panic check for the orc boys. Now, there's nothing in the miscast talking about not being able to use your general's leadership, and there's nothing in the generals and battle standard bearer section talking about, you know, if they're under the influence of something. All it says is if they're fleeing, you can't use it. So I think we can use it. He's not fleeing. There's nothing else happening. He's just going a bit crazy. So, but he's still the boss. He's still in charge. So they can use his leadership of 8, sir. So leadership 8 panic check. Oh, they're fleeing. They're turning and running on a 12.
Why am I rolling 6s?
Right. So they're going to run. They're going to turn and run directly away from what caused the panic, which is these this flame cannon. So 2d6 running away. A total of 4 inches, not too bad. Ending up right there, rushing away from the scary, scary flames of the flame cannon. All right, everything's shot. That is it. That's the end of the turn. It was not too bad. I'm doing terribly with my guess ranges, but I tell you what, the most disappointing of cannons is going to have to get a new name because it is killing it. You're doing it, mate. Amazing. But that's it. That's the end of Dwarves. Turn 3. Orcs and Goblins, turn 3. And firstly, we have another very important roll for this great shaman. We need to see a 6. Can he shake off the effects of that miscast? No, he is going to continue to act like a loose squig. God, he's loose.
So loose.
All right.
2d6 and...
not just yet. That happens in the compulsory movement step. So now we go into the animosity steps. Let's go with the Night Goblins. They're good. Let's go with the biggins. They're good. The goblins, the Night Goblins the second. All good. Everyone's playing nice this round. Excellent. Then we would have declare charges, sir. Do you want to try this charge?
Well, no, I don't have a shaman. Probably not.
No? You don't want to try it? Could make that. Could be 8, Matty B. Could be. Also might not be. You know, I've intended to try and make it just not, but my measuring, as we've seen multiple times, is not
I think you're actually flawless. Out, so no.
Very good, no charges. All right, sir. Well, then it is going to be rally fleeing troops. So again, this time you still do have his leadership, and you've got a little drummer boy in there. So this will be leadership 9 rally. 6, they rally. All right, turn them to face any direction that you would like. Yes, back to the enemy. Very good.
Usually the way.
We were fine. We just wanted to get out of the fire. There was a lot of fire just so here, fire. And they just needed to get out of it.
Burning orc bodies.
Yeah, makes sense. They just didn't want to stand in it. Very good. And now we come to the compulsory movement step. So we've got a squig shaman and 1 fanatic still. What do you want to start with?
I'll do the squiggy shaman.
Squig shaman. 2d6 and the scatter dice. So yes, he's for 12 inches.
He's just gone
He's getting out of dodge. All right, let's measure him up. All right, that's where he's ending up, right there. Okay, so let's do this fanatic out in the yonder. Can he fly his way around here?
All the way around.
All the way around to glory.
Direct line this way.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, where's he going? Oh, that's a double, mate. The double one means he is dead.
Yeah,
he necks
he just strangled
himself.
himself.
Indeed, he's off to Nirvana. Cool. See, I can remember it when it's not me rolling the fanatics. I consistently in the last few games games, man, have constantly rolled doubles and just moved the Fanatic. Like an idiot. I remembered this time, guys. So that's the compulsory movement step done. Well, that brings us to remaining moves. So this is where everything is now, and this is where everything ends up. All right, Matty B, give us your movement phase wrap up, please, sir.
I wanted to deal with Gyro. He is march blocking 2 of my units, which I thought was only 1. So my little goblin has jumped out of his night goblin. My Goblin Shaman jumped out of his Night Goblin unit to deal with this guy with as many brain bursters as possible.
Nasty, very good.
And then I've moved just 2 inches. Just 2. Just being a little bit close, playing that little guessing game.
Playing the game.
Who
Is
wants
it
to charge
6?
first?
Is it not?
Who's going to get their Shaman back?
You moved
for
2 inches
charges?
forward. If I was at 8 inches like I was trying to bait you into, I'm in range now.
No, you're not.
So... That's right, Matty B.
These guys didn't do much march blocked.
Just rallied.
These guys did a bit of a wheel
and
coming up
push.
this way, trying to get to that 8. They went there full march, but they were 1 inch out.
Indeed, just out.
And then my chariot over here has taken a wheel around to try to subvert this cannon.
Yes. And your Night Goblin bunker pushed up a little by itself. Just, the 4 inches move. These guys, the Night Goblins. The Night Goblins moved.
Yes, sorry, I moved them as well.
Yep, beautiful. All right, that's
Couldn't go
movement
forward.
phase done.
Because he's in the way.
Yeah, and they could only move 4 inches as well because they're
'cause
march blocked by the gyro.
Yeah.
So, sir, it's another magic phase. Should be a better one this time because you've got 2 wizards at least in function. 4. But you've still got
2.
all the magic dice, mate, because he's still giving you the magic dice.
Yeah.
You got 10 magic dice. 10 magic dice.
All right.
All right, so what do you want to start with, mate?
I'm going to start with this headbutt because I want to get rid of this crew member from cannon.
Fantastic. So you're doing the bound spell? Oh no, wait, he doesn't have the bound.
No, he's just got the
bound.
Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna cast Edbutt?
Yep.
Very
Using
3 dice. Looking for an Edbutt.
Oh,
Getting a
2
double
off.
1, Matty B! That was a double 1! Matty B! No! All right, mate, get the book. God damn it. All right, here we go. Rolling on the table. A 4? 4 couldn't be that bad.
He's just reduced by 1 with his magic level.
So he's down to level 1.
Yes. So it's reduced by -1. He may not use that spell again in this battle. So no more Edbutts.
No more Edbutts for him, and he's a level
Edbutts.
1 wizard. Is that right?
Yep.
Brutal.
Cast's magic level is reduced by a -1. Yep, he's a level 1 wizard.
Level 1 wizard, no more Edbutt for him, so he's just got the, what is it? Fists of Gork.
For a level 1 wizard, that's not a bad spell to have.
It's not a terrible one, indeed. But, at least he's not dead. That's
He's not
something.
dead.
That's something. He didn't get
Or
turned
a
into a
squig.
squig. God damn it,
He's not even a good squid.
Indeed. All right. Okay, so that failed. Matty B, what's next, mate?
All right. Well, where's my other guy? He's over here. And he's going to brain burst him.
Okay, cool. Again, can use a maximum of 3 dice.
Yep.
Sweet. Looking for what? What do you need? It's an 8?
8+.
8+ on the 3 dice.
Well, that's better. 11, 12,
that's
13.
Bloody good dice. How many dice you got left? 4. And he can, what's his second spell?
He has Headbutt and Headbutt as a bound weapon as well.
He's got lots of Headbutt.
Double butt Headbutts. Yeah.
Double butt. He's
Double
got
butt.
He's got the double butt. All right, well, I'm going to try and stop this because I'm less afraid of Headbutt than I am of all of this. So here we go. Hurrah! I get the double 1 again. God, this is feeling very familiar.
Yeah, why is it always happening?
All right, I failed. So Matty B, you're doing 2d6 strength 4 hits against that gyrocopter, mate.
Move these out of the way.
Get them out. 2d6. 7. That's the average. It's the average. Can't be sad about the average. All right, 7 dice, mate.
2, 4, 6, 7.
7 dice. Looking for 5s to wound because it is a toughness 5 gyro.
1, 2,
mate.
3.
3 wounds. That's pretty spicy.
That's pretty good.
It's enough to kill him. And I have a 4-up armor save, which is being negative by 1. So I've got 3 5-up armor saves here. I need to make 2 of them. I need to make 2 of these, otherwise you just Edbutt him into oblivion.
Brain burst.
Here we are. Yeah, you burst his brain into oblivion. So looking for 5-ups. Here we go. Give him to me. I make 1. 2 wounds go through, and he is destroyed. Now I think at this point he crashes. He crashes and burns Damn it! Alright, I'm going to figure out how this works. Alright, so at this point, it is scattering 4d6 and the scatter dice. And if I roll the direct hit, we are going with the little arrow. So it's always scattering in a random direction. Somewhere cool, you know, maybe not too far. It's going to be tough to get all the way back into here, but yes, off the board would be less good. But somewhere over here, let's have a look, see where does he scatter? Because, you know, at this point, his little brain has just been burst. The jelly is squidging out of his nose and his ears, and he's just losing control. We're going down. And... he's coming back this way. So he thinks he's probably not going to hit anything, but we'll measure it up and we'll figure it out. So he's landing right here. You know, his little brain gets burst from this man channeling magic up into him and
Finally.
like carves a furrow into the earth and then shrapnel and things, but not enough damage to do anything nearby. But you've done it. You have destroyed the gyro. All right. We have a little bit left to do. What do you got left at this point, Matty B? You've got a couple of brain bursters. How do I keep getting these wrong?
Headbutts.
Couple of headbutts. Yeah. What are you going to headbutt?
Can I target the guy with the awesome beard?
This guy?
Yeah, because I think I can see him if we're not counting the tray.
Oh yeah, the tray's definitely not counted.
Yeah.
Let me have a look here. It's really close, but I'll give it to you. It's like, it could, maybe not, maybe yes. We'll say yes.
Okay.
All right, Matty B, so you've got a bound item to do it with. You want to shoot that first?
I'll shoot that
because you may as
first.
well. All right, so the bound item goes off.
Check range though.
Oh yeah, we'll do a 24-inch
Just to
check.
make sure.
Just to be check, indeed, just to be sure.
Oh, no.
Mate, he's
I'm
out
out
of
of it.
range. The bound
out of it.
item attempts, but it fizzles before it gets to him.
Well, that's good because I don't need to use it now.
Indeed, there's no reason to cast the rest of the dice.
However, I will...
Alright, so we're throwing the last Edbutt just into a regular Dwarven Warrior, because that's all he can see, unfortunately. So what do you need to cast it? Needing that 7.
Oh.
Is that a double 1? No, Matty B!
Dear God.
I can't believe it.
Dear God.
Get that book back out, Matty B. Unbelievable. Alright, here we go, Matty B.
I'll use a proper dice.
Let's make it happen, mate. Single dice. What are we getting? A 2?
Yeah, he's a squig now.
Is he also a squig? Put a little thing there. So we've got a couple of crazy squigs jumping around in the back lines.
My whole army's a squig.
Oh my god. This has been the most double ones I've ever seen in a game. I've rolled double ones twice. You've rolled double ones 3 times?
3 times.
One for each spellcaster?
Yes.
Oh my god. Ridiculous. This is some chaotic energy happening in the
I don't know
winds
what's
out
run
here.
this place.
And the Border Princes, mate.
Yeah.
Things get a bit wild in the Border Princes. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right,
shoot.
mate. Yes, indeed. You've got a Doom Diver. Where does she want to dive?
So I said 27, you moved back, so I'm going to say 29.
29?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
26.
26. We're locking in 26. All right, so yes, currently you are landing right in there, mate. Lucky you made that amendment. Lucky that I was like, are you sure?
Are you sure?
Because I moved,
Yes,
indeed.
yes.
That's right.
I had to rethink.
Okay, so currently
Sketch-wa?
landing right here. Scatter and artillery dice, please, sir. Rolling it somewhere over here for me. Oh, mate, nothing but direct hits this game.
Oh, it's working for
This is
me.
ridiculous. What is this game?
It's the counter to all my ones.
Yeah, apparently. It's because the direct hit is like one giant 1.
That is exactly right. It's the only reason I'm rolling.
Indeed. All right, mate. D6, strength 5 hits on the unit. Jesus. Just the 2. We'll kill it on 3s. Just the 1.
It's not a good.
Indeed,
But
a
it did something.
single dwarf falls. Blam! And down he goes. All right.
That's it.
That's it, right? Yeah, we've still
sure.
got no combat. So that is it. That is the hilarious end of Orcs and Goblins.
Well, orcs and squibs.
Orcs and squigs. Squigs and Goblins?
Yeah, squigs and goblins.
Turn 3. Dwarves turn 4, charges to declare, and you know what? I'm sick of waiting, and we're at the 4th turn. I want to see some combat. I'm giving it a red hot go, people. I'm doing it. These dwarf warriors are declaring a charge on these orc boys. To be completely honest, I reckon I'm probably just out, but you know, again, my guess ranges aren't perfect, and I want to give it a shot. And at this point, if I fell forward a bit, you get the charge, but I'm going to be starting to encircle you here. So either way, happy for you to get the charge, and if I get it, frickin' yeah. So I'm doing it, declaring a charge. Hold or flee, sir.
I'm running away. No.
They hold. Very good. Very good. Cool. I think that's my only charge. Yeah, it's definitely my only charge. I've got no other charges. So, and there's no compulsory moves. So this would come to move charges and remaining moves. So this is where everything is now, and this is where everything ends up. I failed the charge. As expected, I was actually further away than I thought. It was a solid, like a whole inch. I was 7 inches away. Not the like 6 and a tiny bit that I thought. So bad guesswork. It's been bad guesswork this whole game for me. Bloody shocking. But that's all right. Like I said, I've kind of set up a bit of a pincer move here anyway. Hopefully I can just take the charge and hold for a turn, and then it's on. So my miners just did a huge wheel around this rock, basically trying to stay as close to it as possible without entering it, so that, you know, hopefully that's not 8 inches, but who knows? Maybe I just can't guess again, and they're going to get flank charged and destroyed. But we'll see. General's unit has just moved up to support. Just prepare for the rest of the boys. These guys have done a reform, keeping the chariot in the front arc and not entering the 8-inch range of the Night Goblins. And that's it. That's the movement phase done. We are going into Dwarf phase the 4th. The fourth dwarf shooting phase. So what do we got going on this turn? We've got the grudge thrower again, this time picking back on the black orcs because it's getting a little bit too risky to be throwing a rock with so many of my beautiful dwarves close by. Flame cannon is going towards those night goblins. I'm hoping to panic them and make them run away. If I can just do a wound on them, that's going to force a panic check, and they've only got leadership 5, so that's what I'm hoping for. That's the plan with the flame cannon. Flame up some night goblins. And this little cannon is going to do the shortest cannon shot you've ever seen to attempt to bring down the pig wagon, the chariot. So what do I start with? I've historically started with the flame cannon. Let's do it again. And I've just guessed my max range of 12 inches, which I think is the only way that I'm going to get to them. So let's see. It's going 12. Well, actually, let's measure the 12. Landing just in front of this unit initially, and then it's going an extra 2 inches forward. Ooh, that's probably not going to be enough. Ending up right here. Does the template make it to the unit?
From the front?
From the front. Ah, she does. We're roasting some goblins for sure. Yeah. All right, we'll be back with how many of these boys is getting clapped or getting burned. All right, we have 2 fully covered by the template, one of which is the Night Goblin boss, the Night Goblin champion, and then 5 clips, one of which is the Night Goblin shaman. So let's see. These are already fully in. That's the champion. All right, so is the shaman in the hit pool? He is. He will have a 2-up lookout, sir. Yay. He does. Let's do the 2-up lookout, sir, for the boss. Yay. Also fine. So these are in the hit pool, and then these are the rest of the regular night goblins. Very good. 2 more of them in the hit pool. So that's a total of 5. This is a strength 5 flame cannon, and these are toughness 3 night goblins. So we're killing these night goblins on 2s.
And if you get all 5, that's a quarter.
I mean, I only have to kill 1. All I have to do is a single wound, and it causes a panic check because of flaming death. Oh. So 2s? And I do fail 1, but that is 4 burnt night goblins, which in this case is still a panic check because of the scary, scary feeling of watching your friends get burnt alive. Burned. So boom, out comes the flaming oil and slag and just splashes across the front rank, and they scream and burn as their eyes melt from their sockets. Yes.
Jesus.
Dark, right? We're having a dark one this game.
These dwarves are going dark, though.
Oh, yeah. All right, so pop 2 dice next to them, sir, because they will be panicking at the end of the phase. Let's move on to the grudge thrower, sir. I've gone grudge thrower, and I have said 28 inches into the center of those black orcs. I've finally done it. I've landed it, middle of the 3rd rank? Middle of the 2nd rank? Where am I?
Between the 2 ranks.
All right, in between the 2 of the 2nd and 3rd rank, so right in the middle of the unit. I've done it. I finally picked a goddamn spot. Yes. Wow. Now, let's see. Can I keep it there? Can I keep it there?
yeah, sure.
Ah,
Scatters.
2 inches back.
That's probably okay.
It's
still.
probably fine. Where's that landing? There's probably no point in rerolling the scatter dice.
It's like right in the corner of the BSB.
Oh yeah. Do I just keep it there? I could get a direct hit and get more out of it. Or I could scatter off into that corner and do less. Risk it for the brisket. Let's do it. Yeah. Direct hit.
There you go.
Huzzah! We'll be back. All right, we've got 2 fully covered and 10 being clipped, one of which is the boss. Let's start with the boss. He is coming into the hit pool on a 4+. No, he's safe. And then the rest of these boys coming in on 4s. That's
Spicy.
pretty spicy. So this many are being hit. One of them is under the dot, so getting killed on a 2. Yes, so 1 is dead so far, and then the rest of them are getting killed on 4+. Just 2. Wow. So 3 in total, mate. Not too shabby in the end. That was
all right.
that was pretty good. That was pretty lucky. Damn it. And definitely not enough to cause a panic check.
They don't get any armors, do they?
No, not from a rock lobber, so it ignores armor saves.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's move on to the cannon. And this cannon, I've put a 1 next to it, but I am just popping out half an inch. I'm going half an inch forward because. All right, that's where she's starting. Half an inch forward, right there. And I'm going straight towards the body of it here. All right, let's see how much further she goes. Yeah, 6 inches forward. That should be pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Landing right there with the 6 inches forward. So as long as I don't get a misfire, even 2 inches should land it. Yeah. 4 inches.
There
She
you
bounces
go.
straight into him. Hang on, I still need to roll the wound.
He's dead.
Could still roll a 1 here, B.
No.
Could still roll a 1.
I've rolled all the ones for the games.
You've rolled a few. So we've landed, boom, we bounce through it, and in fact I do. I wound it, I destroy it. Damn it, was that within 4 inches? They're already panicking, it doesn't matter. They can only take 1 panic check per phase. Sweet, mate, Cannon, you have been dead-eye this game. You've just been killing everything that you shoot at. Amazing.
I hate you.
Amazing. That's fair. That's pretty fair. Usually it's me that hates you.
Yeah.
I love you, mate.
Switching the hate is good.
This is great.
We have a love-hate relationship now.
Indeed. I don't have a gyro anymore, but I do still have these crossbowmen. So, how many more Black Orcs do I need to kill to force a panic check? I've killed 3, I need to kill 2 more. If I can kill 2 more Black Orcs, I can do a panic check on them. Does that matter? I think what matters more is trying to knock a rank out of this unit. If I can kill 2 of them, then I've got rank advantage for when they charge me. So I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, we are still over half range, shooting at these biggins. These here crossbowmen are sighting down their crossbows, looking out in the distance towards those big orcs, trying to put a last volley in them before they come crashing into their clan's brethren, and needing 5s. Ooh, we got 4. 4 out of the 10 is pretty good on 5s. All right. We have 4s to wound here, so statistically, I put the 2 wounds in, and then you'll have 6 up armor saves against this. Statistically, I think I caused the panic check, but let's see. Here we go. Needing 4s to wound. A single wound. All right, so 6 up armor save, and you save it.
What about at the beginning of next round? Don't waste them now.
Amazing. The volley comes shooting out, largely some hitting them, but in shoulders and shins and bits of armor, but not doing any damage in the end. Wow. Well, there you go.
Wow.
Well, all right, that is the end of the shooting phase, which means we do have the panic check for these night goblins because 4 of them got melted into green goop. All right, leadership 5, mate. You've been making leadership 6s all game. Can you do it again? Nah, that is a 7. They're going to turn tail directly away from this thing, and they're going to run 2d6 away. So let's see that 2d6. Only 4 inches?
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's actually, you should have rolled that
Yeah,
for
I
your
should've.
leadership test. So they'll be running
how my rolls
4 inches away. And they end up right there, fleeing away from the burning carcasses of their friends.
Oh dear.
Savage. That's protected this left flank savagely. I've gotten rid of the chariots, and the fanatics are fleeing away from me essentially. Okay, sweet. Wow, that was pretty effective all in all. Failed my charge, but I think I'm still in a good position here. So that is it. That is the end of Dwarves. Turn 4. Orcs and Goblins, turn 4. So firstly, we need to see if a couple of these shamans can shake off this miscast. Who do you want to start with, Matty B?
I might start with the Lord.
With the Great Shaman needing a 6 to shake it off. It looked like a 6 for a second there. And for the other little one, no, they are both jumping around like squigs. Ridiculous. Okay, so now it's animosity for the boys. They're good. The biggins. They're good. The Night Goblins. They're also good. Then it will be declare charges. Do you have any?
Yeah, I'll declare that one.
Yeah, if you don't, I'll be charging you, so you may as well, mate. Oh, man. I could flee. No, I won't. I'll hold. I'll hold for sure. Because actually, if I did flee, I think these guys would become a legal charge, because at this point, I think you would have to clip them to get to them, so you can't charge them. You could just redirect here. So either way, I wouldn't flee, because that feels bad at this point in the game. So
I might also declare that
I will
one as
hold.
well.
You're going to declare a charge with the Night Goblins?
Yeah, just see if it makes it.
Oh god, it's so close. Risk it for the biscuit. I'm gonna hold. You might be doing it, but we'll see. We'll hold. Oh
It's
boy,
very close.
this is probably a mistake, but I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold. So that's the charges to declare. Now we have some rally fleeing troops, sir, for those Night Goblins. So you have a little clanging cymbal man in there. So you have leadership 6 to rally. Leadership 6. They're going to keep running, mate. So they're going to turn directly towards the table edge, so over towards the hill now, and they're going to run 2d6. They're getting out of dodge.
Yeah,
Poor Night
too many
Goblins.
fires.
How far?
7.
7 inches. Yep, measure them up, move them up. Ending up right there, scaling the hill, getting ready to
8
get
inches
out
for
of
them
here.
and they're released. Night Goblins.
So that's that. Now we have compulsory moves for these poor shamans. So 2d6 and the scatter dice, Matty B.
Yes. 2d6 scatter.
All right, who are we
Start
doing
with him.
first? Doing the little guy first? 7 inches.
Right into the back of my guys.
Yep, so he hits the back of the unit, so just place him on the back of the unit.
Wank.
And now he does it again. So until he lands in a clear space that's not hitting an enemy unit, he just keeps bouncing. Yeah, he's going 9 inches back. All right, ending up right back there in the back lines, just flailing around. Okay, Matty B, let's go with the Great Shaman. Where's he going? 2d6 and the scatter dice. Interesting.
I'm still bouncing off you, I'm pretty sure.
It just depends if you get over me on... No, because you're not jumping. I think you just go smack straight into me. So, yeah.
Smack into
Yeah,
you
straight
like that.
into him here. Boom. And then he's doing it again.
Yeah, that's a good direction.
Yep, 7 inches out of the way. That's nice. He got out of the way of your unit. Ending up right there. There he is, still just flailing about, contorting and doing crazy vomiting, and slamming out some dung as he, cartwheels his way around the field. So savage. This is it's such a bad miscast. My God, so bad.
I hate miscast altogether.
It'd probably be nicer if they were just dead, because
Yeah.
they're not taunting you with this horrific stuff. God,
I
it's
would have
bad.
preferred to have rolled the one on that
Indeed.
table
Just-
and made their heads explode.
Just have them be gone. All right, and that brings us to remaining moves. So this is where everything is now, and this is where everything ends up. All right, Matty B, give us the wrap up, sir.
So I did not make our charge with the Night Goblins.
Indeed.
They're a bit short by a bee's PP.
Indeed, the
Very
tiniest
tiniest
of PPs.
the tiniest of bees PPs. Made my charge obviously.
Indeed.
With my big ones.
Yeah.
My Black Orcs came forward. They just want you to come at them.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Sick of waiting.
Sick of waiting.
Forcing the issue.
Yeah. And then I've got my Orc boys just waiting to flank if you do charge on the next turn, which I suspect you will.
Most likely. Cool, and that's it. So there's no magic phase, unfortunately, because
all
we've
my
got...
mages are deceased.
Indeed. Well, not necessarily. One's running, and I mean they're pseudo-deceased, and two of them are still befuddled by their miscasts. So All right. Well, mate, it's on to the shooting phase. You still have the Diver of Doom. And what are we doing with it?
24 towards your Ironbreakers.
Towards the center of the Ironbreakers.
Yes.
He's going balls to the walls at this point because even though it could scatter into stuff, what's he got to lose right now?
Exactly. Other than more orcs.
Indeed. Mate, beautiful guess. Right to the center. Love your work. Boom, landing right in the center of the unit currently. Let's see those scatter dice. Will you just get yet another? So scatter and artillery dice,
sorry,
maybe.
wrong.
Will you get yet another direct hit? 6 inches back. So that'll be coming out to here somewhere.
Direction.
Indeed, we're going to flap those wings, see if we can get a more good flap.
Not really.
That looks...
very close to my front rank.
Look, we'll measure this up carefully, and we'll be back with this.
Of course, it worked poorly.
Yeah, it's hitting the Black Orcs. God! So it's basically just landed right on this dude's head, right here.
You flapped too hard.
Oh boy, D6, strength 5 hits on the orcs. Just
man.
one. There you go. These ones
There's
again,
the ones
mate.
that work.
It's wounding on a 3 / killing on a 3.
Yay! Go for my luck.
Amazing.
Or
Little
lack
guys come
thereof.
swinging out and flapped, and slammed into a Black Orc and literally just splattered over him like a wet, like a rotten piece of fruit has just gone, and the Black Orc is grossed, and he's and starts wiping himself down. But that's it. He just got a goblin shower. Not the golden shower.
No, that's different.
It's a goblin shower.
This one's green.
Indeed, green. Gross. That was funny. Yeesh. All right, sir. So we have the first combat phase of the game. Amazing. Here it is. The biggins, the big boys have come slamming forward, roaring a wah, as they slam into the front lines of the Dwarven clansmen. Now, sir, you have a biggin boss in there. Would you like to declare a challenge?
Yes.
Very good. Barden Flint-Eye, the Thane and Axemaster will accept. So as he's come running in, slamming into the front lines, the lines have met, they've started to clash, and they've eyed each other up, and they've just started circling. And then comes swinging in is the biggin boss. So, sir, he will have 2 attacks at weapon skill 4, hitting on 4s. He gets 1. Very good. He's strength 5 on the charge, so he is wounding on a 3. Gets the wound. Very nice. Barden Flint-Eye has the Master Rune of Gromril, giving him a 1-up armor save, which is negative by 2, which gives him a 3-up armor save. He does save it. It clangs off the Gromril armor, and he has 3 attacks in response. Here he goes. He is weapon skill 6. Oh boy, drop dice never count. Weapon skill 6, hitting on 3s. He does miss 1, but he hates greenskins.
Oh, yes,
that's right, the dwarven hatred comes through and converts it to 3 hits. He has a great axe, so strength 6 to toughness 4. He is killing on 2s. Double 1! That is still enough, but no overkill. He does kill the biggin boss in single combat. Oh, can I get him out? Oh, Jesus. No. God, why? I did it. Huzzah. All right, sir. So you get to swing out with the rest of your attacks. I do have a unit champion here that one of your orcs could swing his attacks into if you want, but otherwise, 4 attacks. What do you want to do here?
I'll put 1 into the...
Very good. 1 into the champion and 3 into the unit. So let's do the 1 into the champion. Getting a hit. Wounding on 3s. Getting a wound. Using the wrong dice, maybe.
Just realized.
They're just hard to see. It's all right. So he did wound him. The unit champion has been wounded. He has a 3-up armor save in combat. Negative by 2 is a 5-up armor save. No, you kill the unit champion.
My goodness.
Very nice. Boom, he goes down. The veteran dwarven warrior. All right, sir, and then 3 more attacks just into the unit. No hits, mate. Brutal. All right.
Unfortunately, at this point, we actually lost audio because the mics ran out of battery. So this is my remaining dwarves striking back, getting 1 hit, but re-rolling for hatred, getting all 3 hits. Amazing. Strength 3 to toughness 4 orcs, looking for 5s to wound. Ooh, getting a wound. A single wound comes through. He will have a 5-up armor save for light armor and shield. No save. Another orc goes to the Dwarven Blades. Alright, it's combat res time. So Maddie B did 1 wound. For some reason, I mark it as 3 ranks. Whoops. And he has a banner. I did 2 wounds. I also mark myself as 3 ranks. I have a banner and outnumber. So in the end, it is still marked properly. I do win by 2. Maddie B, is he in range of the general? He is in range of the general. So leadership 8, negative by 2 to leadership 6, but re-rollable for the battle standard bearer. Alright, leadership 6 re-rollable, and he makes it! Amazing, amazing. He just keeps sticking them. But that is it. That's the end of the turn. That is the end of Orcs and Goblins. Turn 4.
Dwarves turn 5, charges to declare, and I do have some. So it is going to be miners declaring a charge into the flank of the Biggins. It is going to be the Iron Breakers will declare a charge into the Black Orcs, sir. Hold or flee?
I'm holding.
You sure? Because, mate, if you flee, you only have to flee out of 6 inches. And that means that I'm just going to move forward, potentially into a flank charge.
That is true. But at the same time, I am an orc.
I love you, Moxie B. I love it. All right, holding, lovely. No more charges. So we have absolutely established that this is in range. So they do need to do a panic check, Matty B. A panic check because they're getting hit in the flank while being engaged in the front by a unit of at least unit strength 5. So again, leadership 8 from the general. Hey, 6s, all day 6s, amazing. So there is no compulsory moves or anything for me, so that brings us to remaining moves. So this is where everything is now, and this is where everything ends up. All right, I have made my charges into the flank with the miners, into the flank of the Biggins. The Iron Breakers with Borek Thorekson and Thane, what's his name? Thane Thorin, the battle standard bearer, has slammed into the front rank of the Black Orcs. The warriors with the great axes have just pivoted and moved up to prepare to guard the flanks if this is all still here and if the boys get into the flank. And that's it. So that brings us into Dwarf Phase the 5th. Here we are, looking for more death and devastation and more green splattering. So what do we do in this round? We have the flame cannon dialing up on the boys, see if we can just panic them away from my general's flank. We've got the grudge thrower dialing up on the night goblins again, seeing if I can just get them to panic and run away from what is potentially a rear charge into those miners. And the cannon in the woods is dialing up on the Doom Diver. So let's just keep it going as it has been. It's flame cannon first. I've still just guessed 12 inches. We're going straight towards the boss, the center of the unit. Let's start with that. All right, that's the 12-inch forward just there. She's going to go an extra 8 inches forward.
I reckon that'll do it.
It's definitely going to hit him, but it's probably a little too far for maximizing, but let's see. So we are landing right here, right in front of the unit, so the template will hit them. Let's see how many. We'll be back with some burning up boys. All right, we had 1 in the back rank being fully covered by the template and 4 clips, one of which is the Orc boss at the front. So we'll start with the Orc boss. Is he in the hit pool? He is not. He's all good. The other 3 coming into the hit pool on 4s. None of them. Unbelievable. The one that was fully covered is getting killed on a 3. And I kill one of them with the flaming fire, and that is enough for the panic check, and that's all I really cared about. At the end of the phase. End of the phase, mate. Yep, so just pop him next to him. Beautiful. Let's continue. So next, let's go to the grudge thrower, sir, and I've said 26 inches going into the center of the night goblins. All right, we've overshot just a little bit. We are landing just on this little man in the back here. So let's see it. Yeah, a direct hit. Fabulous. Wow, so many direct hits this game.
I know.
We'll be back with how many of these goblins are getting squished. All right, we've got 4 being completely hit, one of which that is under the dot, and we have 7 being clipped. Let's see how many of these clips come in the hit pool on 4 pluses. Ooh, a healthy amount indeed. 4 out of the 7. All right, so one of them dead on a 2, dead. And then 2, 4, 6, 7 of them dead on 3s. Ooh, I've rolled 3 1s and 2s, so another 4, which means a total of 5, sir.
Rank.
Which is a rank and a panic check. I have just done enough to force the panic check.
That's what you needed.
Indeed, sir. So you still can use Snaggletooth's leadership, though. So leadership 8. You would have got it on their native leadership 5. Amazing. All right, get rid of those goblins. Get them out of here.
Goblins.
I just made you do that panic check. We didn't need to do it then because we've still got more things to shoot. But
Oh,
anyway,
yeah, sorry.
Oh, no, not your fault. I made that happen. So let's do the cannon, sir. And I have guessed 19 inches going on a line to hit through the machine and into one of the crew. Little hammer man. All right at the front of that dice is where we are going. Let's see how we go. The extra puff of 6 inches forward. Not bad. It will need to go a reasonable amount. Looks like at least a 4 should do it. If I get the 2, she'll fall short. Landing right there. Okay, let's see. Can we make it through? I need at least the 4 here to hit the machine. Ha! I misfired. No. It's all right. It's all right.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We
It's a cannon.
still
It's a cannon.
have
You're
the
fine.
Rune of Forging, baby. Rune of Forging, getting to re-roll that, and 2. We fall short. Indeed, 2 inches lands right in front of the machine. That's the first time you failed me, mate. First time you failed me this game.
That rule pays dividends, though.
Indeed, that rune, baby.
Yeah.
She's a winner. Every rune's a winner, baby. That's no lie.
That's a dwarf chant. Every room's a
Winner, baby. That's no lie. Amazing. All right, so that is no. I've still got Quarrelers. They still haven't panicked yet. So yeah, I'm going to shoot the boys. They'll definitely be in range, but also definitely at over half range. All right, here we go. 10 shots from the Quarrelers, needing 5s to hit. Getting 3, very good. 3 is what they probably should have been getting every round, but they've been getting 4s consistently, which is pretty amazing. And they are wounding / killing on 4s. A single wound goes through, sir, and an orc boy falls. Yes, one more boy bites the dust. Okay, that is the end of my shooting phase, so now it is time for that panic check from those boys, sir. Just leadership 7 on those orc boys. Oh, mate, you're making leadership tests this whole game. Amazing, except for those poor night goblins.
Oh, yeah, the one time that counted.
They were kind of important with those fanatics and the wizard.
That too.
So, that's it. That's shooting phase done. It's time for some combat phase, baby. And we got some big ones. We've got a flank charge. We've got the big 2 elite units finally meeting in the center.
They should.
I'm definitely holding the chips. You know, I've got the chips on my favor in this one because I've got, double character in here that are kitted out to kill. But nonetheless, this is where we are at. I'm going to leave that one till last because always leave the best till last. This is the ice cream. Desserts right there. So we're coming in over here, and it's going to be the miners swinging in first because they have made a charge. There's no characters in this unit to fight challenges with, so here we go. Look at them. Miners swinging in, slamming into the flank of the big orcs, coming in to help their clansmen in their time of need. So it is going to be 6 attacks, because there are 5 dwarves in the front rank, and one of them is a minor veteran. I actually don't know the special name for the minor champion, but there we go. 6 attacks. Coming in. Weapon skill 4 to weapon skill 4, hitting on 4s. Not bad. It is the first round of combat for these guys. So we have 3 hits, re-rolling for hatred. Beautiful. Getting 4 hits. We are strength 5 because great weapons, which means wounding on 3s. Damn, only 2. That does go through your light armor and shield, so 2 of those big uns go down, sir. Just pull them out and pop them at the back. Beautiful. And then we would go to, I am initiative 2, you're initiative 2, but I won the last round of combat, so I would go first with my dwarven warriors. So I get 4 warriors swinging in on 4s. Very good. Would they get to re-roll? Is this a fresh round of combat for them because they joined? I don't think so. I'm going to say no. Maybe put it in the comments if it is. It's definitely a fresh round of combat for them because they've got a new unit slamming into them. I don't know if it is for me. Maybe it is. I'm not rolling it this time, but put it in the comments. Should I be getting hatred again because a new unit has joined this? Let me know. 3 hits have come through. Wounding on 5s because strength 3 dwarves, a toughness 4 orc. A single wound, sir, and you will have your 5-up light armor and shield save. No, another orc falls. Then your orcs would go before my Thane because he's got a great weapon. Okay. So you lost 1 from the front rank, so 4 orcs. So hang on a second, you lost 2 from the flank here. Yep. So you could put 1 orc into them and then 3 orcs into them, or you could put all 4 forward. What do you want to do?
I'll split it up. 1 and 3.
Beautiful. So 1 orc fighting the miners. Excellent. Getting a hit. Strength 4, toughness 4, wounding on 4s. Oh, getting the wound. A 6-up armor save because they've just got heavy armor. Ha! No, a miner gets chopped down. No, my poor little miner man. Look at him with his flaming hat. Miner. And then 3 big uns into the front rank on 4s. Getting 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Getting a single wound. We have a 3-up armor save for heavy armor, shield, and hand weapon. Negative by 1 to a 4-up. What did I get? A 2. No! You kill another brave dwarven clansman.
Oh,
my poor little clansman, so brave. And that leaves Thane Barden Flint-Eye smanging into the unit now on 3s. Getting 2 hits.
Oh no, that's right.
Nah, I'm not doing it for this unit. Yeah, I'm not sure.
We're not sure.
Indeed. Let me know, people. And then 2s for his great axe, strength 6. 2 of them, sir. He cleaves down 2 orcs by himself in single combat. Well, not single combat, but by himself. All right, we're definitely winning this combat significantly. Yes. We have done 5 wounds. We have 2 ranks at most. We have a banner. We have a flank charge, and we outnumber. You, sir, have done 2 wounds in total, and you have a banner. Oh, that's hefty. You are losing by 7. You have a leadership 8, which means you are running automatically because you can't roll a 1 on 2d6. And before anybody comments, insane bravery is not a thing in 6th edition. There is no double 1s to stay for unless what you actually have is a 2 that you need to roll.
I thought it's something that happens.
That is not something that happens in later editions. In like leadership in edition 7th edition and 8th edition, but not in 6th, unfortunately. So, sir, you will be breaking and running. Yes. Well. I'll chase with both because mad if you don't.
So it's 2d6?
2d6, running away. Oh no!
I think I'm dead.
Oh no!
Roll 2s.
Yeah.
2 1s.
Alright, so we are going to roll them. Now, dwarves have short legs, and you rolled a 4, so we're rolling 2d6 minus 1. The miners catch and butcher them immediately, and the dwarven warriors
trip over the miners.
They go a single inch for them. Indeed, you can remove them. Now, they weren't within 6 inches of the Night Goblins, so no panic check, but there will be a panic check for... Well, actually, I don't think they panic from other greenskins. No, they don't. They're Black Orcs. They don't care.
They don't care.
But it will be a 5-inch run for them. So I'll just leave those there, and we'll be back for that at the end of it. Oh, a big swing for the dwarves. A big swing. All right, sir, we're coming over here. And my general, Borek Thorekson, will declare and roar out a dwarven challenge to you, you filthy orcs, you orcs.
I will accept.
With who? So you have...
My BSB.
The BSB?
Yes.
Very good, sir. Very good. All right, so let's get it on this. Here it is. It is the Dwarven General and the Battle-Stand Bearer. You know what? Just for the beautiful spectacle of it, let's pull them out of the unit. There they are. They're matching it together. Mano a mano. Beautiful. All right, sir. Let's see if I can just murk him straight out of the gate. So we have 4 attacks for a Dwarf Lord.
But aren't you having great weapon?
I do, but I'm on the charge,
Oh,
which
you
means
are
I
too.
go first. So we are weapon skill 7 to like weapon skill 5, so we will hit you on 3s. Oh, we get them all. Amazing. He's swinging in with that great axe. He is strength 6 to your toughness 4, so we are wounding you on 2s. Ah, we get them all, sir. You do have a 1-up armor save for Drog's Dead Art armor. Now, also, I'm assuming that you're popping your Banner of Butchery this turn, correct?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Yes, of course. So your 1-up armor save is negative by 3. So that would make you a 4-up armor save.
4 times?
4-up armor save, 4 of them, sir. Oh, you make them all!
Keep on using all of my negatives
Oh my god!
for leadership.
That was amazing. Hell yes.
Just
Boom,
deflecting
just
it with
deflects off this horrible dead art armor, just smashing off like pauldrons and hacking pieces out of it, but no damage is done. Epic. That was
good.
great.
I like that.
All right, so you can swing back.
All day.
So you would have 3 attacks usually, but Nog's Banner of Butchery gives you an extra attack this round. So you will be hitting me back on 4s, sir. Ooh, just the 1 hit? Oh no, oh no. You are strength 5.
All of my 5s and 6s just then.
You did. Strength 5 to toughness 5, Dwarf Lord, so winning on 4s. No wound. All right, sir. So
It was a clean.
indeed, you've hit me, but you haven't even done enough damage to enough strength to hurt me. So there's just what an epic challenge.
That was a battle.
Fantastic.
Loved it.
Fantastic. All right, sir. So then the rest of my people are going to attack.
Oh, okay. Just nonchalantly, I'm going to
just-
kill the rest of you
the rest
guys.
of them are just gonna
after that
attack.
epic battle.
Yep, indeed.
now.
So your battle standard bearer would have moved into the center of the unit. So that's where everybody is now. Cool. I will then attack with Thane Thorin next. The Thane, the battle standard bearer. He's got 3 attacks. Pardon? Bisp, very good. The Bisp, yes, the Bisp. He has 3 attacks at weapon skill 6, hitting on 3s. He gets them all. He's strength 5, so he's wounding on 3s. Oh, he only gets the 1, sir. You have heavy armor and shield, negative by 2, a 6-up armor save. No, it is a 1. That was dramatic as all hell.
Yeah,
straight through the gap. Fantastic. 1 Black Orc goes down, sir. Yep. I've got 2 guys here that can put their attacks into your Black Orc boss. So I will. I've got 3 attacks coming into the Black Orc boss, hitting him on weapon skill 4 for them, not weapon skill 5. Oh no, wait, he is weapon skill 5 for the boss. So we're hitting him on 4s. Oh, very good. We're re-rolling for hatred. Excellent. 2 hits come through. We're strength 4. He's toughness 4. We wound him on 4s. No wounds. All right, and then I've just got 2 regular iron breakers left going into the unit on 3s. Re-rolling for hatred. Very good. And 4s to wound. A single wound, sir. This will be a 5-up armor save. Yeah, you save it. Nice work, mate. All right, yeesh. You can swing back. So I have, isn't it? I have a champion here that you could put your champion into. I've got a battle standard bearer here that you could put 1 Black Orc into, and otherwise these 2 into the unit.
Let's do that.
All right, sir. So what do you want to start with?
Start with my champion.
Champion into my champion. 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. Gets them both. Amazing. He is strength 5 base, so wounding on 3s. Oh, he gets them both. My champion. I have a 2-up armor save in combat for Gromril armor, shield, and hand weapon. Negative by 2. Gives me 4-up armor saves. I need to make them both, or the Iron Beard goes down. He makes them both. Yes.
Oh my god.
Amazing. They clang off the Gromril and the shield as he swings and ting and
So much yaw.
What a battle. You want to do the 1 into my Thane, to the battle standard bearer, hitting on a 4, sir. 1 attack. Oh, wait. You have battle standard bearer. You got an extra attack here from him, the Nogs, the banner.
Oh, yes.
What did you just roll then?
Was he 2 base?
Yeah, he's 2 bases.
Oh, so I have an extra 1, yeah.
Yeah. So let's roll it. He needs 4s to hit again. He missed. All right. So 2 attacks from this gentleman into the battle standard bearer on 4s. Getting a hit. Wounding on 4s for strength 4 base. Getting a wound. I have a 3-up armor save. No, sorry, a 4-up armor save because I've just got base Gromril, which is negative by 1 to 5 up. which I fail, but I also have a 5-up ward save for 2 runes of iron.
go for
The
that
runes
ward.
start to glow in the Gromril land. Yes, they turn aside the axe. Amazing. God, this is great. I love it. What a fantastic fight. All right, so you've still got 2 more Black Orcs going into the unit with 2 attacks each because of Nog's Banner of Butchery, needing 4s to hit. Oh, mate. 0 hits. These were not the best of orcs.
No, they're not.
All right. Wow. Such little damage done in the end. Incredible. So, only a single wound went through. 1 orc died out of all of that swinging. Incredible. All right, so I got a kill. I have 2 ranks. I have a banner with the Rune of Battle on it, and I do outnumber you. You had 2 ranks and a banner. So that Rune of Battle and the outnumber has given me that extra 2 combat res over the 1 wound that I put in. So you will be leadership 8 because that is the leadership of Battle Standard Bearer.
Yeah.
Negative by 3 is down to leadership 5. Rerollable, Matty B, for the Battle Standard Bearer. Ooh, that's a 7.
Reroll both.
Reroll them both, Matty B. Here we go. They fail. No, they will run and I will chase.
That's not lore.
Because I must, mate, that's such lore. No, it isn't. The orcs running, that's definitely lore. All right, sir, you're running 2d6 away and I will be chasing you 2d6 minus 1. How far do you go? 7? That's the average roll. I need to roll above average to catch him, and I do not. I only will go 5 inches in pursuit, my friend.
Ooh, am I still alive?
Indeed you are. That's amazing. The Battle Standard Bearer comes in here. Now, because you've broken from combat, I do capture this standard.
Yes.
Amazing. And this is where everything ends up once all of the fleeing units and destroyed units and pursuits have been resolved. The center lines of the orcs have buckled under the pressure of the dwarven advance. So all that's left to do at the end of this turn is a panic check for those orc boys because the unit of Black Orcs was destroyed next to them. Leadership 7.
Hey!
They do it. Amazing. Oh, fantastic. All right, B, do you want to do your turn 5? Because this was my turn 5. Do you want to do it? I mean,
no.
Like at this point, what is there? You can charge with your Night Goblins and fight the miners. Maybe get a victory there. You can charge with the boys. Probably.
Yeah, I don't.
I think into them.
The only real possibility I can have is getting him back. So let's just see if I get him back.
Okay, yeah. If we can get the 6 for the shaman, we'll go into turn 5. Orcs and goblins. No. Okay.
Call it there.
Very good, sir. Well, that is it. Oh,
What
mate.
a battle.
What a battle indeed. It was fun to finally get a couple of spicy combats in
That
here.
was such a great combat.
That was a great combat.
Stupid one time that I ran away.
Mate, I know. On the leadership 6, you finally failed the leadership 6. And it was with the Black Orcs. So sad, because that was a great little
awesome
back and forth. The challenge that eventuated in no wounds being done, Drog's Deadart armor standing up to the great
4
axe.
hits, just like
so good. So good.
Yeah, I love it.
But look, guys, that's it at this point. That is it. It is a dwarven victory. We have managed to, protect the food stores for the border princes. The border princes, the people of the border are gonna be getting fed. The famine will be reduced. The orcs are heading back into the Badlands with their proverbial tails between their legs. So that is it, guys. That is it. That is the end of the battle. We'll have a quick chat about this in the post-game. And there it is. There it is. It is a dwarf victory in the end. Oh, good game, Matty B. Good game, my friend. That was fun, but mate, you had some atrocious luck. Really, it all boiled down to that miscast.
The squib.
Yep, the squig.
Squig.
The turn 1 miscast with the great shaman who turned himself into essentially a loose squig, loose, and who just bounced around the battlefield for the remainder of the game. That was savage.
And the goblin thought it was a game of follow the leader.
Yep, exactly. His little goblin friend also lost his mind. You had 2 miscasts over your 2 night goblin shamans in the 1 turn.
Yeah.
That was disgusting. Yep. All 3 of your shamans miscast this game. Wow, there was some chaotic wins definitely happening in this the Edge of the Border Princess today. And really, that was the key to this game, because there's a lot of points in this Orc and Goblin list that goes into magic, and if it doesn't pay out, there's not a whole lot else to do the work. So
Because my dice don't do it.
They do not.
So they need the magic.
They did not this game. That's for damn sure. Also, the fact that I could just systematically take out some of your other strong things like your chariots. Just, the cannon in the woods, who is usually the worst of cannons. I think I've found his native place, and it's in a wood. He's in the woods, baby. That is where he shines, because anyone that's been watching my battle ports in the past, he has never done well. Well, no. Maybe not never. He has done well at times, but he went on a string of just first turn misfires, never blowing up. He's never blown up once, but just misfiring consistently when he needs to, or just not doing wounds when he needs to. First turn when he didn't do a wound to that stone thrower, I was like, here we go again. Here we go again. He hit it, but rolled a 1 to wound. But then after that, performed admirably. So, you know what? I'm not going to poo-poo you anymore, Cannon. You know, next time I bring you out, I'm not going to throw all the shade on you. I'm just going to put you in the shade, in a forest, in the woods, because that seems to be your spot. Flame Cannon did great.
Oh my
Flame
God,
Cannon.
that is scary.
Flame Cannon is nasty, people. So cool to get a new machine on the field. Hope you enjoyed it, Farmer Wall. You've been pestering me about it. You know, for a couple of videos, you've just been putting like flame effigies.
Thanks a lot, dude.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
You can... But I did it for you, mate. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a cool machine. It's pretty short range compared to a lot of the other artillery, but mate, once it starts to get in range,
and it's like the fact that it burns people and that scares them to death.
Just throwing out panic checks as long as it does
checks.
a single wound is pretty nasty.
Insane.
It's pretty nasty, and against a low leadership army like Orcs and Goblins.
Works aplenty against
Indeed. It meant that I could just, I'd meant the Night Goblins that have yet to get rid of their fanatics. And that we're about to, your next turn, they were hitting and throwing fanatics out into gum up my works, out in front of my iron breakers, and the dwarves with great weapons. Still had a shaman in there. The fact that
But it sucked that you only killed 2 goblins to make it happen.
Indeed, man. It was like, I singed a couple, and out they went. Off they went. Interesting scenario. In the end, it just meant that I got to counter deploy against you, because you deploy your whole army and then I deploy afterwards.
I have a feeling 6 turns might be too
few.
Yeah,
it seemed like, maybe with more fast cavalry and stuff like that, more wolf riders on every flank, maybe that would work out, but only having that 1 unit of cavalry meant that as soon as they were gone, you were foot slogging.
And trying to get through any sort of like around the ranks wasn't going to work.
I
needed my army in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was either win the combat or die.
Indeed, mate. The chariots were your really only hope to get behind my lines and start maybe hitting the objectives.
But again, resetting after me means the cannon was right there.
Yep. I guarded the flank with the cannon, and the cannon is by far the best thing to kill chariots with, because you hit a chariot with strength 7, it's dead, and the cannon just goes forward and forward, so it's not that hard. As long as your dice are, are kind and your guessing is reasonable, you should be able to hit a chariot, particularly once they start getting kind of close. And they did, and they did. So there it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a rough one for the Orcs and Goblins, but in the end, still a fun game. Finally, when we got the 2 big elite units in the center, that was a sweet combat. That was fun. It was exciting. A lot of cool push and pull, amazing armor saves getting made, sweet wounds coming through, but being stifled. That was great. That was fun. The challenge was great. That was, for me, the highlight of the game.
Same.
That fight was awesome. Such a shame that it ended with them breaking.
The only unit that did.
Yeah, I know.
Night Goblins.
You made all the sixes, but in the end, the Black Orcs ran. But there it is, guys. There it is.
Them's the breaks.
If you enjoyed the battle, don't forget to do those YouTube things, guys. If you've gotten this far and you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. It's just going to give you more of my videos in your newsfeed when I post them. If you are subscribed, guys, chuck a like on that video for me, please. If you didn't enjoy it, put a dislike on it. Give me that thumbs down. I want to know. I want to know if you liked it or didn't. Either way, just interact with the video. Throw your comments in there, guys. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if we made any rules mistakes, and throw your opinions out on the stuff that I threw out to the community in terms of how things should work. Continue to have a look. I forgot to do this at the start, but there is that 6th edition tournament coming up at the end of May, last weekend of May, in Logan at Irresistible Force. What a great name. Fantastic name. Irresistible. I'm going. A bunch of the people that have been on the channel are going. We just had Angus, the organizer of the tournament, in on the last battle report. So if you want to come roll some dice and meet the people from the channel, I mean, that's really a draw card, but, but if you want to come and play, if you want to come and play, guys, check it out. Sign up, do the thing. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Links in the description. But until next time, I'm Stos. This is Matty B. Happy wargaming, and be good to your mother.